Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
Don't just stare at it, eat it.
Make sure you use that new clip wisely, Anthony.
I'm not going to go throwing it around willy-nilly.
Make sure you use it wisely.
Off my mule.
He would have an enormous Schwanzstücke.
What knockers? Why don't you stop playing with yourself, Willie?
That's terrific. That's terrific. Hello, exactly.
You have something to say. I have something to say. All right, so let's just talk.
You're not being fair.
This is a giant cock.
Do you know what a boob is?
Nice.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
All right, let's get the show on the road. This is the Opie and Anthony program, the O&A virus spreading across America. And it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday, Anthony. I don't think we've talked about WoW in the last few weeks.
It is indeed.
Because we're in the middle of winter on the East Coast anyway. So for us, it's like, wow, whatever. But it is a national radio show, and there are some very, very nice warm areas that could probably celebrate WoW today.
Of course.
I mean, there are people listening to us in Miami, Arizona, Vegas, Texas, Anthony.
Yes. Very nice.
So I guess we have to go through all the BS about WoW for those fine people in the warm areas.
Mm-hmm.
Whip 'em Out Wednesday is a great concept. You place a WoW on your car or your truck. We don't care how it gets there. It could be one of our stickers. You could go to our website to get the info on how you can get a WoW sticker, or you can make a homemade WoW sticker, or you can write it on the back of your truck in the dirt. Just get the WoW in your car, and then what happens, ladies that feel like it, they see the WoW, they will flash you when you drive around this fine nation of ours.
Ladies.
Right?
Oh, I have no internet. That sucks.
What happened?
That's big.
Yeah, we kind of need internet for the radio show. Yes. And what is the address around here? 111 57th Street, New York, New York.
Isn't there a West?
Oh, give me that envelope. That might have the address on it.
Suite 500.
For your
this
WoW...
one just got through with
Really?
an easy address.
Okay, yeah. For your WoW stickers, it's XM Satellite Radio. Attention WoW stickers, 111 West 57th Street, New York, New York, 10019. Better known as 10019, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's for your WoW stickers. Also, just a couple housekeeping things.
Yeah.
We get a lot of email from you guys. A lot. We read every single piece of email. Trust me on that. We just can't write everyone back, so don't think your email is going to waste. All right? A lot of people like to comment about the show. They like to send in stuff for the radio show. We read every single piece of email, okay?
We certainly do.
And just something, because people get confused. If you have something for the show, like a video clip, audio clips that you think we might want to use on the radio show, that's all great. But if you're sending it to my account, Opie at opieandanthony.com. For some reason, I can't transfer files to Steve, so just send it directly to Steve. Steve at foundrymusic.com. That's Steve at foundrymusic.com for your video clips and
I don't know the password.
And the audio clips that we
Fucking
might use on the
shit.
show. What's wrong, Anthony?
Fucking shit.
What's wrong?
I don't like when stuff doesn't work. And I don't know what the password is for any of this god-awful crap they put in here.
I know. Watch me. I know my password.
Yeah, this week. How about when it changes mysteriously? Because for some reason, it's the CIA XM. Oh, I'm letting you in on a big secret. The XM satellite radio is a front. It is actually the Central Intelligence Agency. And passwords have to be changed every week on our computers because, God forbid, someone breaks in and downloads a Kajagoogoo song.
I got my internet.
My password will expire in 2 days. It says it right there. It's giving me a warning.
I got my internet.
Unbelievable.
Let me go to yahoo.com, see what's going on in the news today.
Look at that. There was a second gunman. I just hit something and got a website.
You know, it is ridiculous.
One of the files containing the system's registry has... hey, what? I just want to look at pornography and instant feedback. Why? Why can't I? Is it gonna work?
It is pretty ridiculous.
I think I have a website coming up. I had to use the backup computer with no favorites.
Anthony and I pretty much don't have any secrets, so I don't think we really need to change our passwords every 2 weeks.
I don't need to change the password.
It's there's just a bunch of geeks that run this company.
Total geek heaven.
We're in geek hell, not heaven.
Well, it's for them. It's heaven.
We're in geek hell. The geeks have taken over the world. We know that by now, and they certainly have taken over this company. What's wrong,
Steve,
Anthony?
I'm raising my hand for Steve. Could you come here and put the address in for the instant feedback?
Yeah,
because it's in my favorites on this computer, but not on this computer, not the backup one. I put it in 20 times on this computer, but for some reason, every time it goes on, it just gets eliminated.
I don't think we beat up the geeks good enough when we were in high school.
No, they deserved that ass kicking.
Oh, we beat them up.
Just for this.
We beat them up, but we needed to give them brain damage because now they're getting their revenge.
This is complete revenge. There is no reason to change those passwords around like that. None!
It's just because geeks get bored and they need to stimulate their brain. So like, I know what we'll do.
They know damn well you won't know what's going on when you need to change your password, and you'll need them. They're guaranteeing the longevity of their job is what they're doing by adding these stupid little things in. It's guaranteeing that they will always have a purpose and a need. They're putting in things like how they put in the little backdoor entrances to the computer programs. That's what they do in life. They put in little things where they are constantly needed and necessary. Computers can be so much easier than they are. Really, they can, especially here.
Well, someone's got to just make sure all the computers are up and running before we walk into the studio every morning.
Yeah.
Because now we just wasted 10 minutes on that when we could have been talking about the fine winter coverage we're getting here in New York.
Oh,
there's a little dusting.
Non-issue.
I'm sure there's other areas in the New York area that got some snow. But in the tri-state region, outlying areas of Manhattan, just a dusting. But they got the stupid reporters out there with their Channel 7 ski jackets. And
they got the heavy coats on like it's a blizzard. It's a non-issue. It was a dusting. And the way the news covers it, they get on there before it even starts snowing, and they go, snowstorm headed for our area. But you don't really realize our area includes miles.
Miles. It includes, I think, 3 states.
Yeah, 3 states. So they say that, and meanwhile you're in New York City, and you assume they're talking about the city.
3 states. New York. 4. New York, Connecticut, Jersey, and Staten Island.
Staten Island's a state?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they mean like northwestern Jersey and upstate New York. So they talk about it like it's a big storm coming, and then you wake up, you look out the window, nothing. There was a little dusting that they showed on the news, and this woman's standing in it, like you said, in her big jacket and everything. It's not an issue.
I think the news channels are just jealous that we don't get what's going on in the rest of the country. We don't get the tsunamis here. We don't get
tsunamis.
That insane, like,
mudslides.
You can't even call it a mudslide. Have you seen the footage of that?
Yeah, it's a dirt slide.
It's a river of dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the mud in that? That whole mountain just liquefied.
It let loose on
It
top of a bunch of
liquefied.
houses.
It looks like it liquefied, but it didn't look wet.
No.
It was just dirt, trees, grass, rocks just tumbling down that hill. Did you see the pictures in the paper today?
Yeah.
Took out, 10 to 12 homes like it was nothing?
Bunch of houses, just covered them up. They're digging, looking for survivors.
I feel bad for those people out there. I really do. But the reality is people choose to live in these crazy areas. You've been in California enough.
It's nutty.
You know, they know this is going to happen eventually, but they're like, look, I got a great view. It's a nice neighborhood. I got the house cheap,
There was a problem with that same hill like a couple of years ago, they said.
95.
Yeah. And they blamed it on, they sued the county. You sue the county. You build a house on the side of a mountain that's letting loose every few years. And then you sue the county because your house gets bowled over by dirt.
Dude, not even let loose every few years. When you're out in California and you go to some of these neighborhoods, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stuff falling all the time.
Yeah,
a rock here, a rock there.
They build them up on stilts on the side of a mountain.
Right. Well, but they got all these, like, the nets and stuff to prevent the stuff going onto the highways, because it's just constantly falling.
Yeah.
And then eventually, or every once in a while, you get a major slide like they had a couple days ago.
Yeah. And you know those people in the houses, but like last week we're watching the tsunami coverage, just going, "Oh, that's awful. Oh, I'm glad things like that don't happen here." And then there you are, a bunch of dirt coming through your window, swallowing up the family dog and your kids. Wonderful. You got to be nuts to live there. And then people that live there say you're nuts to live here. Because of the crime, I guess, is what they've always pegged on New York.
Which was really bad when we were growing up.
It's not anymore.
No.
Your damn weather and stuff is still the same over there. That ain't never going to change. You can move to California. You got to be prepared for earthquakes, mudslides, and flooding.
Yeah, and they'll hose off that neighborhood, and they'll just rebuild.
Oh, that's it. You'll see new
houses
just rebuild
go
up there.
In the exact same area.
Yeah.
And they might, put up a, a snow fence or something.
A snow fence. If you look at that footage, there was nothing humans could build that was going to stop that.
But, people will need to feel secure, so they're like, no. They did that up in Niagara Falls. They cleaned up, what was it?
Love Canal?
Love Canal, and people are moving back into that neighborhood.
People actually moving back in there?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
They have convinced people that it's now safe again up there.
Enough time
in some of those areas.
I guess they figure people forget. It's still, I mean, that was toxic waste. That ain't going to go away.
Dude, when I lived in Buffalo, that was like a field trip to take. You get really drunk or high.
Creepy.
And then you drive through those neighborhoods. Back then you could. I don't know if they fenced off a lot of them, but you could. And it's just like, what happened to all the people? Like
all deserted.
It's all deserted, right? And
there's weeds coming through the streets.
And then you got little children's toys still in some of the yards, like the little basketball hoops and stuff.
Creepy.
And the driveways that you knew were really nice now have weeds growing out of them, and shutters are kind of falling off just enough.
Yeah.
It was really creepy.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
It was definitely cool to check out.
Good place to go and drink. Just hang out and get freaked out.
Right.
Enough time goes by and people assume it's safe again.
All right, well...
They will. They'll put up one of those railroad tie, retaining walls that'll just be bowled over if they have another mudslide. But people go, oh, see, they did something.
Right. Oh, by the way, a very happy birthday to Howard Stern today. I believe he's 55 years old today.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow, that went fast.
55, I think. I know he's closer to 60 than 40, but whatever. Happy birthday to Howard. I want to acknowledge one of our enemies today and his little birthday.
Happy birthday to me.
I don't care. Max the trucker. What's up, Max?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey,
Sugar Pants.
Hi, Max.
I live in Oklahoma City where they had that F5 tornado back in '99.
Yeah.
And you see these crazy bastards that still live there in mobile home parks and shit. And they throw fucking car tires on top of the roof thinking that's going to help.
Car tires?
Yeah, supposedly it weighs the roof down so the wind won't blow it off. But
oh, yeah, that's going to work in a tornado.
Yeah, that's the fake security we talk about. Everyone wants to feel secure, but the reality is we're not secure from tornadoes.
My neighbor across the street, I was about 500 yards from that tornado when it hit down in the damn basement, sticking my head between my legs, fixing to kiss my ass goodbye. And the tallest part of his house was about knee high when we finally came out. So,
what I don't understand about Tornado Alley and all that, it hits. You see the coverage on the news all the time. It hits the trailer parks, right?
Exactly.
Trailer parks all have wheels, right?
Yeah.
Or trailers. Yes. Why do you choose to live in these areas? You could drive your trailer anywhere.
It don't make any sense to me. But then you got these crazy bastards that chase them.
Oh yeah.
Well, run after and try to.
They saw Twister too many times. And
I love those guys though. When they show that stuff on TV, these guys that chase them for a living, it's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I love watching the footage, but the guys seem like real tools. And that movie Twister was ridiculous.
I went with them one time to do that, man. Them bastards, they just run over fences and go through ditches and shit. And
awesome, we're extreme, man. We're extreme. We're chasing tornadoes, man.
We're extreme.
Punching out.
Coming up Highway 3, man. Come on, man. You're gonna miss it, man. I hate that extreme. We're tornado chasers. And in the movie, they look a lot like, I don't know, it looks a lot cooler than it really is. It's just these nerds driving around in their pickup trucks with a little wind sensor on the roof.
We got to get
a video camera.
We got to get that clip from Harry and Kumar. We're extreme, man. So, well, that's what's going on. Snow coverage is stupid. Mudslide footage is pretty wild.
Yeah. I missed the plane crash footage.
I was going to tell you, on CNN, I haven't seen it since. A Cessna in outside Orlando, Florida, was trying to do an emergency landing on a golf course.
Sounds reasonable.
Oh, right there. We just missed it. Oh,
damn it.
We just missed it. Ben went right to CNN, being quick on his feet, but we missed it by a half a second. And I don't know if it hit a power line or something, because it was coming in nice, it looked like, and then all of a sudden it just cartwheeled into a telephone pole. It looked like, I don't know the story, it looks like the guy's going to be okay, or whoever was in the plane.
Yeah.
But the plane was right next to a car just driving. This car is just driving down the little country road, minding its own business, probably looking at the view of the golf course, not really knowing what's going on. And this plane was literally right next to the passenger window.
Wow.
You got to see the footage. It's pretty cool. I just love living during these times. You get all this footage every morning now.
Every dope has a video camera out at a golf course. The hell was what were they videotaping before the plane came down?
I don't know. I think it was some kind of news helicopter that was either in the area or found out that this plane was in trouble, so they decided, hey, we might as well get good footage of the crash.
You ever see the footage of the plane that's crashing? I think it's in the Indian Ocean. It was hijacked years ago, and they wanted them to fly somewhere, and the pilot's like, look, we don't have the gas to do this. It's like a major airliner.
Oh, yeah.
And they're hitting the ocean. It's really... A lot of them actually survived.
767 does a little cartwheel.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, nasty.
A lot of those people lived.
One of the ones that was unbelievable was that one that crashed, I think it was Iowa and Nebraska in the cornfield.
It's United DC-10.
Yeah. Oh, man. Just flipping on fire, and people walked away from that one.
A lot of people walked away.
Jeez, get out of here! Come on.
The pilot survived that one too, right?
Yes, all of them. And there was a pilot in first class who flew for them that they called up to the front to help.
Yeah, he was a guy. He had a lot of experience with the aircraft because they lost their hydraulics.
Yep.
They weren't able to steer the plane in any way but using the engines on the wings. The two engines on the wings. There wasn't one on the tail. The tail one blows up, sends metal through their hydraulic lines. Now they have no control of the plane. So all they could do is give a little more power to the left engine or the right engine to try to steer it. So they're bringing it in, and when they did a great job right up to the runway. And then they went to land, and one side tipped a little lower.
Well, they had
the
to cut
hit
the engines because they were coming in. They had to cut the engine. They were coming in too fast to land, and when they cut it, it just drifted a little bit.
Sideways, wham, boom, flame.
They all should have died, though. I mean, that type of a thing.
They
like both. It was a design flaw on the DC-10 where like both of their backups were blown too.
Yeah.
So 30,000 feet with no control. They all should have been dead.
You don't see many big airliner videos of them crashing, but the few that they have, I mean, there's some FAA sites and stuff you go to. You ever see the one where the guy couldn't quite get off the runway and runs into a big forest of trees on the runway? Yeah. God damn, it's amazing to watch.
It was a test flight, right?
Yeah, I think so. We're very voyeuristic, and with all the stuff that's out there now on the internet, you can see whatever you want, whether you want to or not. Like, a lot of people are into this goddamn, like, remember when Faces of Death was the biggest thing? You get your buddies together, you pop in that tape and sit there, and just, you're horrified. That was like the most extreme you can get. And looking back, that was nothing.
It was fake, a lot of it.
A lot of it very fake.
The electrocution,
that was
never
phony.
filmed.
I know, never filmed. The monkey, that's the famous one. The little monkeys where they were eating the monkey brains, and they showed the rich people sitting at the table with the monkey head through the table, and they were hitting the monkey on the head with a little chrome hammer to break his skull, and he's alive because you want the brains fresh. And then they show them scooping out this gelatinous material into their mouth.
Nauseous.
But it was all fake.
They
never really showed anyone cracking the monkey on the head. Yes, Eric?
Do you remember back in the days when Beavis and Butthead were on MTV real late at night? They used to show the ads for Faces of Death saying it was banned in the United States, yet they're selling it to you right there in the United States on TV.
It was fake. A lot of it was fake. The only real stuff was the news footage that they showed, and there was a lot of plane crash aftermath things. Oh, yeah. There was some, what was that, PSA Airlines or something in San Diego.
Up in midair or something, right?
Yeah, and just littered a neighborhood with body parts, where it was up on rooftops, torsos in the street, and they were showing that, and that was really disturbing.
It was a midair crash, I think.
Yeah.
Midair crash.
And just, littered a whole neighborhood with body parts. So that stuff, and that was the most extreme you could get. But now, log on, anything you want to see is right there. You want to see plane crashes? Boom.
Right at your fingertips.
Plane crashes in Google.
Huh? You go to ogrish.com, OGRISH.
Yeah.
They have all these vicious, awful videos.
Really?
Yeah, for free.
Like I said before, I like the smut. I don't like the
smut's coming to
death
the
and destruction.
Smut's coming to the cell phones.
Is it?
Yeah, Playboy.
Get out.
Well, you know that the phones are just about there. Just
Yeah.
about there. I mean, they're
Just enough to piss you off when you don't get what you really
the
want.
camera phones, you know, in the next year, I think are going to get a lot better.
5 megapixel I saw on a camera,
Right.
Jimmy. Always asking how many megapixels. Jimmy is the biggest megapixel snob ever. If you have a camera, he'll be like, "Oh, that's nice. How many megapixels?" And you go 4, and he's, "Oh, yeah, not impressed. Not impressed."
That's why I won't get the cell phones with the cameras in them, because those are not...
It's such a waste. I mean, well, now they're coming out with the, where you got
5
where you got the
megapixel
flashes
camera
with
phone.
the camera phones.
5 megapixel.
Camera phone?
On a camera phone.
Because they have it. You know they have it. They're just waiting until every dummy, like me included, buys this, and then they just come out with a new one.
A new one. That's what they do.
Well, Playboy is getting really smart. Playboy has found a new way to peddle its nude pictures to gawkers on the go over their cell phones, Anthony. Color screens on the new generation of handhelds are perfect for beautiful pictures, said Playboy.com editor John Thomas. Last month, Playboy also joined the growing legion of porn purveyors marketing to handheld devices when it launched iBod, nude photos size for the iPod photo. So,
does the producer for a Playboy radio show get upset that we didn't take pictures of him with the satellite phone, with the camera phone?
Yeah, that thing got messed up, man. I mean, we're going to have a Playboy update after the break.
Yes, an update.
Yeah, the girls did the right thing and decided they didn't want to get into a battle with us.
No?
No. We got some audio.
That's it?
So we'll finish that storyline that we started yesterday.
Storyline.
Well, we were talking in the office. This show's becoming like a soap opera. There's storylines that we have to, finish.
So weaved together.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's like a soap opera.
That's how people get addicted to it. They turn it on, and they're like, who are these idiots? And the next thing you know, they can't stop listening to it.
Yeah.
That's how you get hooked.
Yeah, the first when you listen to someone's critique of this show after just a day or maybe 2 days of listening, they get all pissed off. They're like, yeah, they're talking, but I don't know who they're talking about or what they're saying, a lot of inside jokes. Then after a couple of weeks, it's done.
The best part of the
now
show...
you know some of the inside stuff, and it pisses you off that...
the best part of the show is the inside jokes. When you're in on that gag, we used to explain everything, remember?
Yeah.
We just got lazy. And it worked.
We don't care.
It worked in our favor.
Yeah.
Because when you're in on the inside jokes, then the show makes a lot more sense.
Of course it does.
You literally can't miss a minute of this program.
No.
We refer to Monster Rain all the time, but if you don't know what Monster Rain is, you're out.
Is there anyone listening to this show that doesn't know what Monster Rain is?
We had probably another. I'm guessing. Well, I can't say the numbers, unfortunately, but there's a lot of people that are signing up every day.
I know.
There are people hearing us for the first time today, and we've been doing this over 3 months already.
You think the first time today, or maybe they listened with a friend and decided to get their own.
There's
so
definitely
they
people
know about the show.
Are hearing us for the first time today. If you want, call us up and prove it.
If this is the first time you're hearing us, give us a call.
You have no idea what donkey sausage means. You have no idea what Chester means.
I still don't know what donkey sausage
means.
You
don't understand the Javalog thing. I mean...
I still don't understand the Javalog
Relax.
Javalog.
There are a lot of people that understand the Javalog.
Hey, let's go to Joe in Philly. Joe?
Actually, they all work for the Gay Men's Health Crisis.
Easy. Joe.
Hey guys, how you doing?
How do you do, Joe? Find the room comfortable.
This is actually Joe from Philly. I met you guys a couple times. But I sent you guys a couple. You talking about the websites you have to look at. I sent them these yesterday. deathanddementia.com.
Why would I go there?
Abortiontv.com.
Why would I want to go there?
Wait, I want to go there. Death and Dementia?
Deathanddementia.com and abortion-tv.com.
And I can only imagine what's on that.
Wait, abortion what?
Abortion-tv, like this little hyphen signal.
.com?
Yep, .com.
Wait, hyphen, is that a line that goes from left to right, a hyphen?
That's the minus sign.
Oh, what's a hyphen?
That's a dash, not a slash.
Yeah. Wait, a dash?
Yep.
Dash.
What's a dash?
A dash is a hyphen.
That's a line left to right.
Right.
That's what I said. Like that?
Yeah, that's right.
Like the thing in between Rodham and Clinton.
All right.
But yeah, I sent them to you guys yesterday to your emails.
Okay, cool.
All right, man.
Thank you.
See you guys.
See, we don't want people to know that we're really smart. Dan from Maine, what's up?
We are.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Yeah, what's up, Dan?
Yeah, I fly for the U.S. Navy. I got a website for you guys to go to if you want to see some nasty shit.
Okay, go ahead.
Do a search. I'm not exactly sure of it. It's for the Naval Safety Center.
Naval Safety Center?
Yeah, there's all kinds of sick downloads on there. Plane crashes, people that get fingers torn off from having wearing rings. And
is that the guy? Do they also have the guy that was sucked into the engine on the deck of a carrier?
Yeah, that was actually on. I was on the boat when that happened. It was 97 on USS Theodore Roosevelt.
Every guy that's in the Navy says that he was there when that happened.
No, I was in Strike Fighter Squadron 87 when that happened.
All right,
guys, I'll punch out.
Thank you.
Later.
There's some poor guy on the deck, and
I've seen that one.
Walks in front of the engine, and wham, he just gets sucked right in.
Go on.
Nasty.
All right, so we got to take a quick break. We'll get the Playboy update. We'll finish that little soap opera that started yesterday. Also, Anthony, we got the first season of Lost in Space that is basically proving something we have talked about for years, that Dr. Zachary Smith was a pedophile.
I was not.
Oh, well, we got some...
You will be molested.
We got some clips. Where did that come from?
You will be molested.
That's hilarious.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Wow. So we got some examples of Dr. Zachary Smith being a pedophile.
Of course he was.
From the first season of Lost in Space.
Young William, all tender and young like a plump chicken.
You will be molested.
How did they get away with him saying
I don't
that?
know. They didn't care back then. They didn't care.
They don't care. So, as we go to break, a little something, something.
Welcome to the third race at the Honeymoon is Over Downs. They're at the gate, and they're off. Jumping out in the lead is Romance and Affection, with Domestic Bliss in close behind. It's Romance and Affection and Domestic Bliss. Here comes Marriage Vows, followed by Immediate Child. Romance and Affection falling off quickly. Mortgaged Up the Ass, overtaking Domestic Bliss. And here comes Nasty Attitude, followed by More Children and Drinking Heavily. Coming down the backstretch, Drinking Heavily moving out in front of Mortgaged Up the Ass. But coming on strong on the outside is Credit in Shambles. It's Credit in Shambles, followed by I Don't Give a Shit, Nasty Attitude, and Up Yours Keep. Up Yours Keep challenging for second, going into the clubhouse turn. Passing on the rail is I Don't Give a Shit taking the lead, followed by The Fucking House. You Cook Like Shit, and I Fucked Your Brother. Here they come spinning out of the turn. I Don't Give a Shit still in front. Up Yours Keep challenging for the lead. Up Yours Keep and I Don't Give a Shit neck and neck. And down the stretch they come. Up Yours Keep is pulling away from I Don't Give a Shit by a length. Coming on strong is I Am Out of Here, and passing the pack is The Fucking House. And at the wire, it's Up Yours Keep, The Fucking House, I Don't Give a Shit, and I Am Out of Here.
I came up with something years ago. Basically, it says,
Whip 'em out Wednesday.
Big, luscious,
juicy ones.
Wow.
The swinging tribute to unrestrained female anatomy.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
The Opie and Anthony Show. XM 202.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Are you breathing? Sure. Are you breathing? No, no. Wake up, are you alive? Do you listen to me? I'm gonna talk about some freakies. Now, someone is gonna die. When you listen to me, let the living die, let the living die. Say, wake up, are you alive? Do you listen to me? I'm gonna talk about some freakies. Now, someone is gonna die. When you listen to me, let the living die, let the living die. Say, are you breathing? Sure. Are you breathing? No, no.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday on the Opie and Anthony program. Do you have your WOW sticker? Wow. If you don't, you could mail us a self-addressed stamped envelope right here in New York City. We'll take care of all the WOW stickers because we're motivated. We're looking out for number one, the Opie and Anthony Show. Can't wait for Washington. I mean, we're a priority with like 10 or 12 other things.
Yeah.
And our people need their WOW stickers, so self-addressed stamped envelope, XM Satellite Radio, 111 57th Street, New York, 10010. and just write attention wow sticker or stickers, and we'll send them out to you immediately, okay? Now, we were going to do the Playboy update, but holy S, I think we all were at risk of being arrested for prostitution.
No.
You never know, though.
And believe me, not that I had sex in that place that they raided.
Oh, really?
No, sirree, Bob.
Never, ever, right?
I stopped by, I played cards.
You know how we were just saying how this show is kind of a soap opera? Well, something we haven't talked about in a while was our friends at NYConfidential.com.
Right.
They came in. I don't even know how we met them. How did we meet them, Ben? Do you remember?
Give us a little background on how we hooked up.
It's been about 2 months since we talked about them.
Ben, Ope wants to ask some background questions.
Do you know? Who knows?
I try to remember. I think they just contacted us, wanted to send girls down when we get back on the air, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they're huge fans of the show. And
Jason, the guy who runs the place.
Jason, and they it's like a dating service.
Refresh us on some of the girls that they sent down for us.
The first day they sent Natalia, who was the one that was in the back of New York Magazine every week, and then there was that really hot. What was she Russian or something? I don't even remember. She was really hot. The tall one, right? 18 years old.
The Russians always better
She was slamming
than anything American could possibly come up with. Even the woman better in Russia than Americans. You fat American woman, not even hold candle to Russian. Strong, beautiful Russian woman. Russian pompous asses they are.
So the guy, what was his name? Jamie?
Jason.
Jason, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jason, big fan of the show, and sent some girls down. They broke in our lesbian couch and did some
I remember
things.
that.
And he was such a fan of the show that he decided to give us all a free hour. Remember that?
He's the guy that was giving us the free hour.
The free hour.
Oh, I never redeemed mine.
Well,
and remember, he gave us those like silver cards that were like metal, that were like really sharp.
Yeah, you could slit a throat with them.
Yeah, they were weapons. They were like those Chinese stars.
Yeah.
And, well, thank God no one went for their free hour in the last few days. Because,
no one?
No, in the last few days.
Oh, okay.
I know Jim Norton got his free hour. Jim Norton went down to this fine apartment somewhere in New York City.
Dude, I'm such a dummy. Because Jason, I love Jason. Because there was no money exchange, actually. What I did was completely legal because it was just he was a fan. So he was like, yeah. And I met up with Natalia. And he offered me, she called in the next day to give a report.
Yes.
And
I do believe you ate her ass.
Oh, like a champ.
That's right. And then he got sick.
That's right.
I remember that.
But it's not related. Remember,
you got
Anthony?
the flu.
Yeah.
You got ass flu.
You got ass flu.
You guys were also sick, though. You guys were sick first.
You brought it in here.
No, I didn't. You were sick before I was. You both were. I was sick the first 10 days of the show.
Yeah, but I didn't have ass flu.
I didn't either, I don't think.
I had the worst flu the first 10 days of this XM show. I don't even remember what we did the first 2 weeks.
I had it right before we started. That's when I got mine.
Yeah. But anyway, so you went to the place, you ate her ass.
And Jason's like, I'll hook you up. You want me to give you 2 girls? He was so cool, this guy. I really wish
he was cool.
Dude, he's like, let me hook you up with 2. And I was like all nervous. I'm like, And he's like, I'm like, let me just do 1 the first time. You know, I'm weird with this stuff, man. And I wound up having a great time. She was a true GFE, as they say, girlfriend experience.
Girlfriend experience.
Kissing.
We did
she
learn
was
that.
really, really sexy.
Cuddling and snuggling.
Yeah. Nice.
Because that's what you get from a girl the first date is a chance to eat her ass.
Right.
That's what a girlfriend
experience
experience
it's girlfriend experience, but it condenses your entire relationship into 1 hour.
I think girlfriend experience, I think it takes a minimum of 4 months to get to the ass eating.
No, it condenses your entire relationship into 1 hour, where at the end you probably say, I don't think we should see each other anymore. And then you just leave.
A true girlfriend experience would be if you show up and she just nags you and you wind up jerking off alone while you wish her dead. But this was actually a really a nice one.
A nice one?
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah, I remember.
He would offer to hook me up with 2 girls at a time. I'm so stupid for not capitalizing. Although it wouldn't surprise me if I had been in that place. I'm kind of glad I wasn't there.
And the place was really, really nice, right? It was just a beautiful,
gorgeous
apartment. The music, the candles, the girls just lounging around. A nice bar. Jimmy doesn't drink, but a nice bar if you need some drinks.
Chicks, man.
Well, Anthony, I got to be honest. When this was all going down and we were starting this relationship with NYConfidential.com, I'm thinking, it's just a matter of time before this guy's going to get busted. Is he insane?
Well, he was doing some kind of reality show. He gave me
my God, are you kidding
me? No,
me?
he gave me a copy of the pilot. I have a copy of the pilot at home somewhere. It was actually pretty decent, where they would just kind of talk about what they do and showing the girls and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And
does he understand that this really that prostitution is not legal in New York.
Well, it depends
and
on
Jersey, and perhaps he should be a little more discreet.
I guess it all depends on how you promote it. I mean, you can pay someone for their time.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with having a little companionship. But what is a therapist, really?
Wow, this guy has...
pretend you're interesting.
This guy has an interesting record. So,
wow, I didn't know they made that much money too.
So here's
$300,000 a month.
Here's our buddy Jason, who we kind of got to know in the last few months.
I really like the guy.
And Norton, has his cell number and all sorts of stuff, and went there for a little girlfriend experience.
A treat.
And I wanted to give my free hour away to either an intern or a listener, and then lawyer lady down there in Washington put a stop to that.
Wisely, you have to give
I got
some lawyers on this one.
I guess I got to give it to her on this one. You're right.
XM was correct.
You're right. So this has hit the New York papers. Pimp King hunt. They're hunting for him?
Yeah.
A notorious New York porn king is being sought by cops.
Notorious New York porn king. That's a great title to have given to you. Notorious New York porn king?
It's much cooler than Shock Jocks, Opie and Anthony. I want to be known as Notorious.
Notorious.
A notorious New York porn king is being sought by cops who want to bust him for allegedly pimping call girls in a multi-million-dollar Manhattan operation. Jason, 37, disappeared from his Hoboken home after New York cops raided the Worth Street offices of his New York Confidential escort agency last Friday, law enforcement sources said. Jason is on parole from a New Jersey prison where he served 6 months of a 5-year sentence for smuggling, holy yes, 3,869 hits of ecstasy on a flight from Amsterdam in 2001.
What, is he crazy?
3,869 hits. During the raid, cops arrested 6 women. I wonder if Natalia got arrested.
Who were the chicks who got arrested?
These girls were living high off the hog too. They were like jet setting to L.A. with businessmen. I mean, we got a bunch of good stories from that.
I heard him on the phone one time, and again, I didn't know what was being said on the other end.
Of course,
but he was talking about sending girls. I forget for how many thousands of dollars for like the night. Some lawyer for an hour and a half. He's like, I heard him talking to his guy. He's like, look, he's a good customer. Just tell him it's like $4,000 for the hour. Like whatever. It was like that type of money, man. They were real.
You guys got to understand, we kind of like have a relationship with these guys. During the raid, cops arrested 6 women and a man who worked at New York Confidential on such charges as promoting prostitution, money laundering, falsifying business records, and criminal possession of a controlled substance. Okay, and then blah, blah, blah. Customers called to order one of nearly 100 women who signed on as contractors for the company and paid average rates of $800 per hour to have sex with them. Higher price hookers could be had for up to $2,000 an hour.
Yep.
New York Confidential, whose ad in New York Magazine boasts of being the ultimate girlfriend experience, grossed an estimated $300,000 per month, or $3.6 million annually. I run a great agency. I don't break the laws, said Jason in the Post last month. Oh, they interviewed him in the Post last month?
Yeah, there was. I actually read on Craigslist that they got busted last Friday. I just didn't. I thought it was just a rumor.
I've got the cops on my side. I know everyone. I know this. Oh, what an idiot.
Oh, boy. See, maybe you shouldn't say things like that.
Yeah, Jason, bad move, bro.
Look, we kind of know we got the cops on our side and things like that, but you don't brag about it.
I got your gun. I got everything.
I've got the cops on my side. I know everyone. I know this industry. I'm a lawyer. I know what I can and can't do.
Oh, boy.
He's a law school graduate, huh?
Yeah, but the problem is, even if they can't get him on court, they'll get him on tax evasion. They can always get you on tax evasion.
They could always get you on that.
And then Jason has bragged in the past about making millions operating 900 telephone sex lines. He first made waves in New York City by setting up a faux
fake.
Oh, thank you. Let me start over. He first made waves in New York City by setting up a fake fashion model agency that was used to lure pretty women into his real operation, a cybersex site featuring women masturbating on camera and chatting with clients over the internet.
Harmless.
And we know about a bunch of those guys too, man.
Yeah.
We were first on that little gag when we were working in Boston, remember?
God, I could have had threesomes. I'm so stupid.
Jason's short tenure at that game ended after he was forced out by partners in 2001, just before his drug bust. So there you go.
So stupid.
One of our pals is on the run.
Dude, I could have had 2 of these 10s together. I'm just so not... Dennis, who owns the Bunny Ranch, is a good friend of mine, and he's been talking about me coming out there for over a year.
Really?
Maybe a year and a half. And he was like, hey, come with all expenses. And I don't know. I can't take advantage of somebody when I know them. It's like it's too scumbaggish to capitalize on your friendship. I'm really weird about that. Yeah, I'd almost rather spend the money than like kind of ask a friend.
Could have had it, though.
I am so stupid.
Now, their site is still up, though.
The site's up?
Yeah. nyconfidential.com.
God, there were some hot girls.
I'm going to check out some of the chicks. They have a whole list of girls over there. You just
we've had, I don't know, at least 10 of them in here.
They're all hot. There's no ugly ones.
He's on the lam.
Maybe he's just on vacation.
You think?
Yeah.
Nah, he's gone, man. He's gone. He's running.
He knows. If he's out on parole on drug charges like that, and then he does this, he'll go away for a while.
Someone like him who's a lawyer, I bet you he had a plan in place.
You think?
Yeah.
If I get busted, I'll just do this.
If I get busted, I'm out.
Take off with the cash.
Take off immediately with the cash and a passport to
Go
wherever.
to Thailand.
Why not? Why not?
Tsunami ravaged Thailand.
So there's your update on the NY Confidential.
It's Jimmy checking on some people right now.
Yeah, I'll give him a
Let's
call.
see him punching in his cell phone.
I tried calling him. It goes right to voicemail.
Really?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm running from the police. You want to leave a message? Maybe you could get in touch with him. Give us an update. That'd be nice.
So.
All right.
The police would like to know where he is.
Let's go to the phones and say hi to Jeremy in Kansas. Jeremy, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Morning, Beef Pimp.
How you doing, Angel? That's really, really a harsh way to speak to me.
Hey, there's a website that you would like there, little Jimmy. It shows an Asian chick that has diarrhea shooting out like a fountain.
Yuck. That does nothing for me.
Disgusting.
Yeah, that's awful.
Even I don't care for that, sir.
Oh,
but what's the site, just in case?
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. All right, let's go to the phones and move on to something else. Kyle from Ohio. Kyle, what's up? Hey.
Playboy Radio last night was hilarious.
Why was
Those girls were sucking your cock on the radio last night. They had the idea that you should have Opie and Julie and Tiffany. Like to set you two up. One of them come out there, one of you go out there.
What, switch radio partners?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, and then they had
Get the wacky horn out for that one. That's
then they had
zing-terrific.
Then they had the great idea of both of them doing your show and you guys doing their show and just fool the listeners.
We kind of do their show and everyone else's show all at the same time. We touch on the sex thing. We do a very good job at it, and then we do other things. Then we do current events. Then we do a little Sean Hannity. Give you a little we do a little Playboy Radio. Then we give you a little Sean Hannity.
There you go.
Maybe a little CNN, right, Ope?
A little CNN.
Sure.
Well, then they had
That's what makes us great. We could do anything.
A couple callers got through before they started basically really sorting out callers.
Yeah.
Like one person said that Chester wanted to join in a menage a trois.
Oh, I heard that one.
Chester?
Oh, really? We're trying to get the audio. We should have it in a few minutes here. So
It's on Whackbag, actually. Somebody,
that is funny.
Whackbag.com?
Yes.
Whackbag.com, one of our message boards, has some of the audio from last night's show.
I got to laugh at it.
They had one guy last night that called in, and they asked him, what are you calling in for? He said, I don't know. Someone called me to tell me you needed listeners, or you needed callers, so I called in.
Nice.
Where they were actually having people call in for them because they were scared all the callers on the line.
Right.
Well, I know someone, let's just say Donkey Sausage chick I talked to online, and she's like, I'm on hold. Well, no, just, it was business, of course. And she said she was on hold. And
I was on hold for an hour.
That doesn't shut up.
He doesn't know.
All right.
Doesn't shut up.
Thanks, man.
Well, you see, I was going to him to start the Playboy conversation.
Well, that's good. That's real good that you were going there. What?
So I was...
yeah, and what I did was I listened last night.
Anyway, Anthony, so the...
Yeah, and then someone called, and they said donkey sausage, and we're talking about Chester the dog.
Well, I was on hold. I was talking
And then another guy called up as I just step on everything you say and interrupt you like a complete tool.
God, don't you understand how this show works?
She said that she was on hold for like 45 minutes, and then the guy got on the line with her and goes, look, you have to call back tomorrow. We're having a problem with some other show.
Oh, no.
Or something. Or some issue. But when I didn't think... I only heard a minute of Julie and Tiffany. And what I heard, they didn't sound like they would kiss anybody. They said something along, like, somebody had called it and said something. And she's like, and that's exactly the type of guy that calls that show. Or so that's all I really heard of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Anthony, so let's set this up. What happened now with the Playboy girls?
Oh my goodness!
We talked to them at CES, and we thought we got along with them. And the first caller, because we're thinking they're radio savvy, was a caller that just didn't like the sex advice they give. So we figured we'd have some fun with the guy. But they took it as we were setting them up, and possibly it was one of our guys calling in, which it just wasn't. It was just like a ton of phones on the screen, and I just made a split-second decision. Let's just go to this guy to start this off. That's all that it was.
There you go.
A conversation starter, right?
Conversation starter. So then they took it the wrong way and like trashed us, and then their producer was all pissed off that we didn't acknowledge him or something.
Yeah,
I don't even remember meeting the producer of their show.
I don't know.
Because I guess like then the following day at the porn convention, we had to move locations.
Yeah.
We were at this real nice convention center, and then we went to the Venetian the next day, and Jaime was there, who's just a huge supporter of the Opie and Anthony show, and there was another guy working with him that supposedly was some kind of Playboy producer or whatever.
Yeah.
They're and he was helping Jaime out that we met the day before. I don't know. We meet so many people.
And his big problem was that we didn't. He was like, yeah, I was standing right there as they were doing the show, and they didn't even acknowledge me. Like, what?
We didn't talk to Jaime either. We just went, hey, man, and that was it.
Yeah, we were doing a show.
And quite honestly, I don't remember meeting you. Sorry. That's what it comes down to.
He looked busy. He was plugging stuff in.
If he would have walked up and said, hello, I'm the engineer, nobody would have done anything but been nice to him and said, oh, hey, man, nice to meet you. Nobody would have been rude. It was just you're kind of in that zone where you're trying to make sure, we're in an outdoor space here or a big room.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that this doesn't suck because we're right on the carpet where people are going to be walking by with a round table. We're not used to doing this.
I think he was like the big dick out of this whole thing. Was him.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think the girls got into something because he started some crap. I don't know.
So we called in a assault last night. We do that from time to time. We have a huge O&A Army, and they wait for marching orders. And we decided to attack last night, and I guess it got quite fun on their show last night.
Right.
What are you looking at, Anthony?
I'm just looking at what's on the phones.
You want to go this way?
Sure.
All right. Doughboy.
What's going on, boys?
From whackbag.com. What's going on?
It's actually kind of funny how non-fans just don't get it, because that Chester call, there was somebody called up just goofing, obviously saying, Chester wants to join in the fun, and then Tiffany or Julie, whatever asswipe answered, was like, this is exactly the type of asswipe caller that calls into that show. And then they went into some rant about how they have rules and there's no bestiality. So they took it seriously. It was just totally fucking gay.
Do we have the audio? I heard that call.
Yeah, we're getting the audio. Steve should have it in here in a few seconds. All right, thank you, bro. Let's go to Oklahoma and say hi to Cliff. Wow, the O&A Army from all over the country helping us out on this one. Yes, Cliff.
What's happening, fellas?
Hey,
Hattie.
Hey, I'm a new O&A Army member, by the way. But last night I was on hold several times, and the last time I was on hold for about an hour and a half.
Wow!
And I got put on hold as hoo-hoo because I was in a relationship that I just didn't care about. He goes,
nice.
He goes, what's your name? I said, hoo-hoo. He goes, what? I said, hoo-hoo. He goes, hoo-hoo? I said, yeah. He says, okay.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care. I just don't care. Yeah, by the way, guys, I was the one, I called in the other day as Dave when I nailed all three of you.
Oh, yeah, you did a good job with that.
Very good.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. You guys suck. Have a good one.
Thank you, mister. Bye, Angel.
That guy's hilarious. Dugout Doug from whackbag.com. What's up?
Good morning, gentlemen. How we doing?
Pretty good. How'd it go last night?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was pure poetry in motion. We had an off-site, off-of-whackbag meeting place where we had the audio that happened to have been shared so everybody could listen along.
Wow.
They got 2 phone calls into the show, which is all phone calls anyway. They dumped every call and never took another call from someone they didn't know again.
Wow.
You know what's funny about the O&A Army? And, I mean, these guys have such a thing set up. Now they got, other websites and other areas to go.
They got, a meeting place, a staging area. Right. And then they got a monitoring area that they can then go and listen in on the audio.
Honestly, this is stuff we don't even know how to get to these places. All of a sudden, we call in a strike, and they'll go, all right, no more posts on the message board. You guys know where to go. Wink, wink. We'll see you there.
That's it.
This show has gone so underground, it's not even funny.
It's great.
Good morning, my little motherless semi-abortion.
Hello, cancer bosoms.
They were definitely sucking your guys' cocks last night for the first 5 minutes of that show.
As well as they should.
They did nothing but kiss up, and then we were just relentless.
Dude, we said it yesterday. Even Howard doesn't want to get into a battle with us. Trust me.
I don't care.
The Playboy girls do not want to, get into a battle with us.
But we want
especially for no reason. When we like them, and it's like we don't want to start a fight with them.
We pretty much kissed their ass during the interview. We liked them. We thought they had some radio chops. They were pretty good.
Go.
They were pretty good. Thanks, bro.
You guys actually have the audio clips?
Yeah, Steve just handed them to me. So
Steve there in his flaming Superman shirt is
wow.
On them.
Look at that, Steve. Where'd you pick that one up?
It's an S, but let me just it's an S like the Superman symbol in flames.
Eric gave it to me.
Martini Steve. Martini Steve. Martini Steve.
Yes, Steve?
Eric gave it to me for Christmas.
That was a Christmas present.
It was.
Very nice.
And another fan sent me this hat for Christmas
yeah,
as
it's
well.
a flaming hat with a martini glass in the middle of it.
In the middle, and flames shooting off the side.
Exactly.
It's a pretty cool hat.
Wow, that is nice.
He's really enjoying this flame thing, man.
I really am. I'm getting a kick out of it.
You love it, though, right? That's what you wear.
Yeah, this is why I'd wear this even if you guys ignored it. I'd wear this shit.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
No,
We got to get you a flaming tuxedo.
How great would that be? I would love that.
The flaming
A
cummerbund.
tuxedo with flames shooting off of it. Nice.
That'd be fun.
I noticed you don't really have any
on fire.
I noticed you really don't have any flaming tattoos, though.
I was thinking about getting a...
Well, now you're going to have to get a flame on your body, right?
Well, the only space I really have on my arms left is from the elbow down. You really have to be committed, to get...
Forearms,
To get the forearms. If you're committing yourself to a lifestyle and to limited career options when you do the whole sleeve.
A lifestyle of being a bear.
Yeah.
Oh. You're so cozy. What kind of face did he say he had? I wish I could remember that.
I can't remember from yesterday, right?
Friendly or something.
Kind,
friendly,
or
I don't know.
loving, warm, comforting.
All apropos.
Yeah. Of course.
Well, thank you,
How
Jimmy.
cozy of you.
Let's go to Larry the Trucker.
See him by a fire.
Larry.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, I called into the Playboy channel last night. I spoke with Julie and Tiffany.
Yeah.
And I guess one of their PDs, I asked him what his name was. He said he just referred to himself as their PD. So I guess he was one of their program directors, and they had nothing but good things to say about you guys.
All right, very good.
Constantly talked about how they loved you guys, can't wait to do a show with you guys, and all this and that. So I don't know what the deal is with them girls.
Huh. All right, I think we might have. I don't know. I think we're all right with them now, right?
Yeah, I just want to know why they were bashing us to begin with.
Boston Strangler, what's up?
Hey, morning, boys. Morning, sweet tits.
Good morning, flower bag.
Well, anyway, I was the second caller that made it through to Julie and Tiffany last night. I was Bernie from Brooklyn.
Oh, nice.
And basically, I tried to string them along as quickly as I could without giving up too much information, knowing how, these type of things worked. But they took it, hook, line, and sinker. But
really?
I really don't have anything else to add this morning. I just wanted to call in and let you know the Army struck, and we did really well.
You certainly did. Thank you. Let's one more. Eric's
Thanks,
from
buddy.
Colorado. Eric?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Wow, Eric, how's Dylan?
I have no idea.
All right.
Hey, I've been on their show. About a year ago, I was out visiting some friends in L.A., and I spent about an hour in studio watching their show. And, I mean, they do that show live, but I will say this. They've got one of their producers in the background that is just the biggest asshole and the biggest prick in the world. And I think that's where the majority of this came from, was this guy started it.
I'd love to know and get him on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where it came from. Hey, speaking of Howard, real quick, Howard doesn't care so much that's why he went on a tangent when he got kicked off the air in Colorado after Columbine. And the station that he was on out here, their ratings went up after he went off the air.
Well, Howard doesn't do as well as he claims he does in a lot of cities. So
yeah.
All right, thank you, Eric.
Later.
Bye.
George from Philly saying Steve had a sweet face.
Ah, sweet face. Yes,
sweet face.
Sweet face. You do have a sweet face.
Why?
Sweet face.
Big cherub you. Big John Panette face you have.
No, it's not that bad.
It is. I want to
Panette
shave
is a
it.
fucking coconut. He's huge.
No, just your face. I want to shave your facial hair and put warm oil all over your face, and then slap you until you're hospitalized.
Jesus.
All right. Steve has handed in the audio, Anthony. So
okay,
this is from last night, Playboy Radio. This first clip, they apologize without really apologizing. Talk about O&A coming to L.A. and night calls to New York City, and maybe even split the talent up. Opie and Julie and Tiffany and Anthony.
No wonder they drag O&A behind trucks. What a doodle. I apologize. Bone dry, bone dry.
I was slinging lead.
Slinging lead.
That's my favorite.
We'll be back with more of the Greaseman Show after I say Negro. Oh, sorry. I apologize.
See, I'm Gallagher, too. My impression is not as good.
Gallagher, too.
Anthony's Gallagher, and I'm Gallagher, too.
It's my job to
Here's
smash
my
the
grease
watermelon.
man. Slinging lead. See, it's almost there, but it's like it's not.
No, because the voice is off. You have the right
I understand
cadence.
that.
The Greaseman Show.
The Greaseman Show.
Water doodle.
Water doodle. Bone dry. All right.
Snarlins.
Wow.
Actually, the only one I could do is slinging lead. I do that with a lot of his voices. I want to do voices so bad, so I'll mimic Anthony doing voices. All right, so here's the first clip of them
Oh, I
apologizing.
was going to ask. Wait, I had a question.
Yeah.
Wait. But if you guys do that switch, if one of you goes to L.A. and one of you stays in New York, where am I going to go? Like, are you guys going to fight over me?
Get the hint.
No, Opie. There's only two of them. That's all.
Get the hint. You're really not that
Whoever
important.
didn't get the sound clip gets you.
Huh?
Whoever doesn't get the mini-me sound clip will get you.
Oh, I like
as a
that.
consolation.
Well, you already got the mini-me sound clip.
I mean, if we split up.
And why haven't you played the mini-me sound clip yet?
He's using it sparingly.
I use it sparingly. I'm not a drill it into the ground kind of guy. I could just play that for the sake of playing it, but I'd rather play it if there's a situation that comes up.
People want to hear the mini-me sound clip.
I know,
today.
that's what it is. You
They're
got to
patiently
hold it
waiting
back
for it.
Got to hold back a little bit.
Make 'em
Still
wait.
early. I know exactly when to hit these things.
And I was so obsessed with you getting the mini-me sound clip yesterday that
Yeah.
I found one that I think is better than your mini-me sound clip.
There's no way it's better than
Oh,
the
yeah, I
mini-me
think it's
sound
better.
clip.
Oh, yeah, I
don't
do.
think so.
I have a lot of confidence in the one I found.
I'm kind of hitting on this one for the early morning, though.
You will be molested.
I love that one. That's one of my new favorites. It's Dr. Zachary Smith from Lost in Space saying that.
You will be molested.
Yeah, it's really good.
And I answer that with this.
God damn it, are you fucking with me? Oh dear, oh dear.
This is one of my favorite Dr. Smith ones. This is actually Dr. Smith. And, dude, this is from an episode of Lost in Space. No joke here.
All right.
Listen to this.
Oh, yes.
You will be molested.
It is. It's Dr. Smith.
Okay, terrific.
Exactly.
You don't have the okay terrific. I have
You
it.
bubble-headed booby.
And you got me, too. He's got the mini-me clip.
Right.
And you have me.
I don't want you.
You do.
No, I don't want you.
You do.
Very fair trade.
Now look what I do.
I can't breathe. Stop.
What
is
that one? Oh, dude. That is the funniest piece
You've
of video
never seen
I've
that
ever
video?
seen.
That
It's
was
from Fox News.
honestly, that could be. We were off the air for about 2 years. That could be the funniest thing since we were off the air.
The video clip is hysterical. It's the typical Fox News morning show doing some dopey segment on wine making. So they got one of their reporters in one of those big wooden barrels with the grapes, stomping them with her feet.
and they're up on a platform. And then another woman, I guess, that works at this winery, is next to her in her own little wooden bucket.
Showing how it's done.
And they're stomping on the grapes and talking. There's a little stupid banter.
They even look funny just stomping.
Yeah. They're just stomping.
And talking. It's just one of those hokey news segments that they have to do.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I guess the newswoman was maybe attempting to start to get out of the barrel and loses her balance, falls out of it, falls completely off the platform, which is up about 6 feet. It's pretty high up. Right on her face and her neck and chest. Just wham! Flat down.
And it's live on TV. Her, like, she lost her wind, obviously.
Knocked the wind right out of her. And these are the sounds she made right when she hit the ground. And the anchors, or the people that are back in the studio, it turned into what looked like an SNL bit with Will Ferrell.
Yeah, listen what they have to say afterwards. I got the
Can I hear her clip again? I didn't know
I got the whole thing with the long form where they go back in the studio and the anchor's commenting on what they just saw live.
Stop. I can't breathe. Stop.
Oh,
boy,
dear.
I think she's actually hurt.
No,
there.
I think she is.
Yeah, she's
Ouch.
hurt. She took a hard fall off there. Boy,
Okay.
gosh, I hope she's okay.
Okay, we're going to make sure she is.
We'll try and
Just
check
a
on
bit.
her and get back
All
to
right.
you as soon as we can.
We'll be back right after this.
That's like the old SNL bit.
Oh, dear. Oh, ouch. Ooh,
With
she
Serial
looked
Terry
hurt.
and Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Ferrell.
Dear. She goes, oh, dear. Oh, that is, what a great sound to come out of a human.
The best part of the clip, if you could, it's faint in the background, but it's that.
Yeah, the music is still playing. Oh, there she is. She can't breathe, feeling like the Grim Reaper's tapping her shoulder. And there's...
Yeah, one more time. Listen in the background.
Stop. I can't breathe. Stop.
Do we have video of that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I wanna see it. I've
you
never
got to
seen
see
that.
it. Oh, yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, Steve had the video clip on foundyourmusic.com. And
He is so sweet.
And we'll,
What a sweet face.
We'll put it back up on opieandanthony.com, yes. So,
of course his face is sweet. He's a big bear, and he's been getting honey out of a tree trunk and eating it, so his face is just covered with honey.
He never seems to flinch when there are bees around, and now I know why.
No, he's used to it. Big bear.
You know, Aunt, we should take a quick break, and then we'll get to the Playboy audio.
All righty.
It's not really a tease. We don't have to tease anymore on satellite radio, but I have to take a leak, and it's going to take at least another 10 or 15 minutes to get through this.
All righty.
The girls apologizing, and then a couple of our callers getting through to mess with them a bit. It's pretty funny stuff.
Okie doke.
We'll continue in a minute.
The very worst of the Opie and Anthony FU line.
Hey, we'll leave a big FU to Jim Norton. Jesus Christ. Certain women with the armpits. Certain women with the shit on the chest. Certain women with the smell of the piss panties. Certain women with the spit in the mouth. Dude, give me a fucking break. How many certain women are you into this sick shit with, you freak? I want to send a big fuck you out to Paris Hilton. You fucking stupid, spoiled whore. But, and fucking Opie and Anthony, I can't see how you guys say this chick is hot. She's fucking nasty looking with that fucking rodent snout on her. She looks disgusting. I hope her fucking cunt rots out.
We will send a fuck you to XM for not allowing Opie and Anthony to talk about interns banging fucking whores on the fucking consoles, and for not allowing them to talk about Club Soda Kenny heckling the fucking moron at the fucking show in Vegas. Fuck you.
Yeah, I want to give a big fuck you to you assholes up in fucking Washington. It's a radio show, douchebag. Don't fucking start cock-blocking them like you fucking NEW did. Fucking morons. Fucking blue sky and assholes. Fuck you. Let them talk, assholes.
I don't care. I don't care. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't care. I don't care. Howie, I don't care. Fuck you. I want to give a big F you to Justin Slayer for sounding like Robin Williams doing an impersonation of a black person.
So a big fuck you to Jimmy Norton, you fucking coward. If you got a problem with Gene Simmons, why don't you deal with him face to face instead of on the radio, you fucking pussy. You liberal little prick. So fuck
you.
Hey, I want to give a big fuck you to Gene Simmons for ripping off me and millions of other Kiss fans for no less than the last 5 to 10 years.
I want to give a big fuck you to the installers on my XM radio at Circuit City. You done fucked it up this time. The damn wires are crossed. I turn my headlights on, and that's when my XM comes on. You dipshits. All I wanted was to listen to my Opie and Anthony, and I can't. I got to pay $9.99. I got to pay $1.99 for them, and I can't. So I want to give a big fuck you to those dumbass, stupid pothead installationers at Circuit City. You dumb pricks. Fuck you.
I'd like to send an FU out to Chemistry, who made that goddamn Howard Stern I Don't Care song. Jesus, that thing's catchy. I've been humming it all day long. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'd like to give a big fuck you to State Farm Insurance. You're a bunch of cocksuckers. You have that stupid, dumb, fucking brunette bitch who got 3 accidents on your commercial, and I've got a fucking DUI and you cancel my insurance. Come on. What the fuck's up with that?
Yeah, I want to do a big FU out to Martini Steve. Did you ever listen to the goddamn playback? Can you tell that the fucking audio levels are 10 times higher when you go to break or when you fucking play a bit? How many fucking speakers do I have to buy just to listen to a show every day? God damn, get an audio engineer in there or something. F you, Steve.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line at 1-866-FU line 1. 1-866-FU line 1.
100 channels of crystal clear digital audio. XM satellite radio. Radio to the power of X.
202.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Just a kiss on the lips and I was on my knees. I waited, give me
I can't breathe.
Okay, terrific.
All right, let's get to these Playboy clips, Anthony.
By the way, during the break, me and Jimmy went into the office and looked at the clip of the newswoman falling on her face. Oh, you nailed him so bad. Falling on her face. So funny. Oh, sorry. Opie just threw a piece of paper right at Jimmy's head.
Sorry, dude.
I think he was going for the garbage, were you?
I truly was.
Dude,
but
that was so off. And he hit it.
What?
Said he was going for the garbage, and he goes, and he hit it.
That's funny. As soon as I release, I'm like, you hear me go, oh, sorry about that, man.
When she falls on her big fat face.
That was beautiful. They're stomping. What happens is they stomp in the thing. It's like all good-natured. And then, all right, stop, time's up. And then just to be silly because they're on TV, they both stomp a little extra.
Stomp a little extra, trying to get the extra edge in because they're doing a who can make the most grape juice out of the grapes bit. Yeah. So they stop at the end of the timer. And then, they try to do a quick little step, get a few extra drops in.
Get a few laughs from the home viewers.
Sure.
And Steve just poked his head in, and he just put it back up on foundyourmusic.com and opieandanthony.com. Oh, it was up there.
Sweet head that poked in?
Yeah.
Sweet face he has.
It was up there the whole time, but he made it very easy to access.
Good.
So you could check that out for yourself. We don't have to explain the Playboy thing anymore, right?
No.
If you're just tuning in, listen to the replay, because that was the setup. And then we went off on a tangent, then commercials. So basically the girls from Playboy Radio talked about us to begin their show yesterday, and they made it very obvious they do not want to get into a battle with you and I, Ant.
No.
So here's some audio.
You know, we've been working here on XM for so long, and we know Opie and Anthony, but we've never got a chance to work with them before.
Yes.
Getting to be on their show and hang out with them, and they were so nice and gracious to us. It was just great to get to know them and to talk about maybe working with them again.
They were cool.
It was fun. I liked how. What freaks me out is everyone.
Funny guys.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, everyone kept saying, "How did they treat you?" or "Are you nervous?" And I mean, to be honest, I've never even heard their show, but I wasn't afraid at all, and I thought they were cool. They were very nice. It's like when we do Man Cow, everyone's like, "Oh my God, he's so." You know, when I was on Howard, everybody's like, "Oh, watch out, he's gonna get you." You know what? They've always been nice to us. They were both very funny and quick, and
it's called your job. When you're like those kind of jockeys, that doesn't mean honestly that's how you
not
are.
who
in
you
person.
are. Exactly.
It's kind of like me on Playboy TV and radio.
Yeah, and we're thinking about maybe
and at home.
we want to have them on our show and work with them in a couple ways.
They said they were going to come down and hang with us.
Yeah,
in Porn Valley.
I didn't know Gelman was.
Yeah,
producing
I would
that
love
show.
to see
Jesus.
their show in LA. I think that they have a bum rap being in a city that doesn't have the access to the stars that we do.
New York City?
You know, I mean, we have an advantage living here and having the girls come in every
Should
day.
we trade
They have
places for a week?
I don't think I can
Freaking
do
New
New
York.
York for a week, Tiffany. I've been banned.
I'll just, you know what? You're just going to stay in your room the whole time.
I'll
You're not allowed to leave.
I'll put up a cot at the studio and I'll just stay in studio for the entire week.
Hey, I thought of an idea. Wouldn't it be funny if for a week, seriously, you turned on Playboy Radio and you got Opie and Anthony, and you turned on Opie and Anthony and you got Tiffany and Julie?
Well, what if we mix and match? Opie and Tiffany and Anthony.
That's interesting. It should be Opie and Tiffany because we're both redheads.
Fine.
It could be the Firebush show.
That's terrific.
Or something like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Fire.
Of course, he wouldn't be a bush. He'd be a fire stick.
You know, can we go straight to Greg? He needs tips for the bedroom.
Oh my God! Leave the humor to us, and we'll leave the dildo talk to you guys. That's not funny. It's not a good idea. It's stupid.
Oh, New York. She feels bad for. She's talking about New York City like it's Kansas.
Right.
Well, you know, New York, they don't have access to the stars or anything. No, because no one ever comes through New York City.
Maybe she's just seen our guest list.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
true. I'm not saying we can get them on the show, but we'd be in the same boat in L.A. We still wouldn't get anybody.
Yeah, who do we have on the show today? A grown-up Urkel? I mean, get us some guests, will you? Jesus.
Who do we have? I don't even know.
Al Franken.
Yeah.
Al Franken's coming in,
a
or
legitimate guest. He's calling in, I think.
a legitimate guest?
Yeah, he's a big guest, man. Al Franken, yeah.
Al
And,
Franken, really?
Yeah. And Joe Rogan.
Why is he big? Joe Rogan is great.
Al Franken was on, first of all, SNL for almost the entire, 30 years, whatever. He's been
I
around
saw
for
Joe
years.
Rogan at the Comedy Store when we were on hiatus. That guy is
Hiatus.
freaking. He does some really good stuff on that
Joe's an
stage,
animal.
man.
An animal.
He's great. The Fear Factor thing is kind of goofy with him hanging out with bartenders and stuff, but I mean his comedy is really, really good and really, really smart. Really smart.
I never saw his stand-up.
It's really good.
I haven't seen him do stand-up in 10 years, to be honest with you.
Really?
And a huge supporter of our show, by the way.
Yeah, he's great.
Huge. I can't wait to talk to him. I didn't know he was coming in today.
He's not. He's calling in.
Oh, calling in?
Calling?
Is he coming in or calling in?
Calling in?
Eric, let's get Ben in here.
All right, so that's
Ben would know.
That's
Yes,
how the
he
girls
would.
started their show last night or yesterday, whenever they do their show.
Uh-huh.
They backed down tremendously, which is a very smart move on their part.
And justified. We didn't do anything to him.
And you know what? I have to say this because we're pretty honest on this show. Just listening to that producer, ugh. Sounds like a Gelman wannabe, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, it was like, I could see...
It's not about you, stupid. Shut up and let the girls talk with their sexy voices. Shut up.
Why didn't he just call Ben or Steve and go, look, if there's a problem with this show, why didn't he just call and go, hey, what's going on? We thought you had a good time together.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? And then it all would have been squashed before it ever hit the air.
I still have a bad taste in my mouth for that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No, I don't either.
No. The guy there, he was spouting all kinds of crap about, for some reason, us not acknowledging him at the porn convention.
And the $60,000 a year that I spent on hookers, allegedly, I could do good with.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Send it to some tsunami charity
Yeah.
so it winds up in Al Qaeda's hands? Because apparently that's what's going on.
There you go.
I put it back
Do
into the
that.
community. It goes right back into the community.
Yes,
Here's
it
my
does.
hard-earned dollars. Here you are, Miss / Mr. Sometimes if there's a mistake made.
Here you go.
All right, so then
look at me with that sweet face and accept my money.
Look at this white creep. Look at that face.
Michael Jackson.
I hope he kills himself in jail. Look at him.
If he goes to jail, no one
Look
has
at
to worry
him.
about
He
him
is
anymore.
a disgrace.
He could not survive in prison.
Nah, they'd love him. They'd think he was railroaded. They'd all want to hang out with him. Ugh.
Oh, by the way, let me go to the phone really fast here.
All right, Ope.
And then we'll go to the next Playboy clip. But Paul, yes, Paul, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to tell Norton, that guy Al Franken is such a left-wing liberal cocksucker.
Is he really left-wing?
Extremely. But he's funny, Ollie. What a
Like,
dummy.
I wouldn't know that, like, anyone doesn't know that.
Yeah, but dude, at least I'll say this about Al Franken. He's really funny. I mean, I don't care if he's liberal, as long as the guy is funny. That's all that matters.
Yeah, but, like, I just wish he stayed out of politics. You know, these assholes get to politics, and they all take the same route.
Well, yeah. I mean, most political comics, most political comics are liberal, more so than you don't see many conservatives. I mean, you know, Nick DiPaolo and Leary. I mean, I'm sorry, Dennis Miller. But as long as you're funny, I don't care what your politics are.
All right, fair enough, man.
Bye, sweetie.
All right. But, he wanted to know all sorts of questions about us before he would come on our show, by the way.
Yeah, I was asking about our politics and what we, you know.
Well, that might have just been the agent, though. Sometimes the agents or the publicists overprotect them, and they don't ask for it. Yeah.
And Air America is just bombing in New York City, by the way.
Is it?
Is it? I thought they were doing well.
Completely bombing.
I know it.
Well, good thing it's only New York City and not, someplace big.
It's not like this is a Republican state or anything. It's so democratic, it's ridiculous. You would think Air America would do really well in New York City. But anyway, so here's one of our Army members getting into the show. This is just silly fun, I guess. Yeah. Let's take a listen. This was on Playboy Radio last night. Night calls.
You know, can we go straight to Greg? He needs tips for the bedroom.
We have
callers already,
and you're the man.
There's the first inside reference, Greg, meaning
Greg.
Opie. So it's going to be something about me, obviously.
And here. Hey, Greg.
Hey, girls. What's going on?
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, actually. I've come across a problem in the bedroom. And unfortunately, my girlfriend has fallen out of the loop of being sexual with me, and I'm trying to spice it up.
Okay.
And I'd like to know some ideas, because I heard your show yesterday, and you were making fun of Anthony.
Oh, they dumped out of our names there.
They dump out of that?
Okay.
So, I guess that was one of those calls that we're not going to take. What?
Oh, you hear the producer? He's just disgusted.
Because they're getting pounded, so, it sounded like a legitimate phone call, and then he mentioned that they had a problem with Opie and Anthony, but that was dumped out, and you hear part of Anthony.
That's funny. I want to hear him go, ugh.
And then you hear the guy I could honestly say we'll never like.
Yeah.
Piping in again.
Yesterday, and you were making fun of Anthony.
Oh. So, I guess that was one of those calls that we're not going to take. Why don't we go to
That's terrific.
That's terrific. I get it. He's just disgusted.
Just complete exasperation.
Oh, I gotta hear that again. Oh, my stars.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, boy.
Oh. So, I guess that was one of those calls that we're not going to take. Why don't we go to Bernie?
Oh, that's fantastic. Terrific.
You could tell
that's
that guy's
terrific.
You could tell that guy's just an ass.
Yeah.
You could just tell.
Oh, yeah.
So then the next call, we'll hear that part again, and then we'll let it roll. Then I guess they go into Bernie, as in Bernie Getz.
Oh. So, I guess that was one of those calls that we're not going to take. Why don't we go to Bernie really quick?
I like the way that they try to disguise their bullshit with a question.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Bernie.
I've been a big fan of you guys for a long time, Julie and Tiffany. Great show.
Thanks.
Well, anyway, I have a question. I was wondering if you can answer my question. It basically has to do with my girlfriend in a menage a trois, and I'm trying to get her interested.
Okay.
And the question is that I like to have my little friend Chester join us, but I'm not sure if she likes little doggies, and I don't think that she likes...
You're a fucking sicko, Bernie. Shame on you.
See, this is what I like, is that all of a sudden, these are the kind of callers that do call that show. And, no, we don't like little doggies.
Little Chester. Oh, that is good.
That's
you
terrific.
assholes. Pests again. Our listeners are pests.
Just pestering the other show. I heard that online last night. I really got a nice chuckle out of it.
That is funny. See, that's what I mean by inside jokes. There's a lot of new listeners just tuning in XM today, and they're not in on that gag, unfortunately.
You mean Chester, the dog you kicked?
What? At this point, they don't go back to the phones for an hour, Anthony. They
For an
continue
hour.
to talk with their in-studio guest, plugging a sex book. And then, what is this, a Playboy regular?
Yeah.
All right, then I don't even know what we're about to listen to. Let's take a peek.
Wait, Rusty's got a question for Bart. I want to get you a question. Hey, Rusty.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you, baby? Doll?
Well, I got a message from Ace saying, you need callers, so here I am. Imagine that.
Thanks, baby. Right on.
Yeah, all right. I get what they put together for us. What happened was because our guys were getting through like crazy and they were screening the calls.
Yeah.
They didn't take any phone calls for a long time, and that's what the whole show's about. So then this is a regular that called and going, "Hey, I'm here. I know you need calls."
Oh, there you go.
And then the show was, and then I guess they just got like show regulars on the phone to complete their show.
They took maybe a few more phone calls, and then it was the next 2 hours just banter between them until they went off the air.
I noticed there was a lot of talk with the guest, which you're going to talk to the guest, but I noticed there was a lot more than a normal call-in show, I think.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well,
that would have been funny if a lot more of our listeners could have gotten through.
Yeah. Well,
it was still funny.
Because I'm sure I would have liked to have heard from little Connor Peterson.
Oh, yeah, Connor.
Connor would
Scott
have called.
from Modesto.
Scott.
Jimmy Robinson would have been nice.
Yeah, maybe.
Scott from Modesto with a little motorboat question.
Maybe somebody in his, Helen, who knows, all that stuff.
Helen and Jimmy Robinson could have called it.
That would have been some really good laughs.
Yeah.
That would have been some funny stuff.
All right, well.
Gene could have called and talked about his fetish of throwing a young boy down the stairs and then coddling him. And then not taking pictures with him.
Someone posted that on the message board. First he throws him down the steps and then he won't take a picture with him.
All right, well, good job by the O&A Army.
Yes.
Bravo.
Very good.
They have backed way down as well as they should. And I think we could all be friends again.
Yeah.
Right?
Except for the guy in there.
Yeah.
The girl's fine. They're chicks. What are you going to do?
And they're really hot.
Yeah.
They are hot.
They're very hot.
But the guy there, he just sounds like an ass.
He sounds like a dork.
No part of him.
So
they didn't like me very much, I don't think.
So we're going to call off the Army at this point, Anthony? It's over?
Yeah, for
it's
now.
It's over and done. It was a nice, quick little attack.
For now.
Just to show who's boss.
Mm-hmm.
So we're done with that.
We do now.
The only place that the Army is still called will be this weekend in Chicago at Vernon Hills Zanies.
Oh.
Yes.
Ugh, you're playing it at Zanies?
It's a good club, actually, in Vernon Hills, Illinois.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean zany.
Well, no, it's Z-A-N-I-E-S as opposed to
You're going to be zany in Chicago?
Yeah.
Zany is
I walk on music.
That's more wacky than wacky.
Proving that comedy club owners just don't have a funny bone.
Nah, that's another comedy club chain, Funny Bone.
I know.
Yeah.
Hit me right in it.
All right. Ben's in the studio.
I'll say he is.
Jerky, crazy hair dick producer of the show. He does his best, you know the rest. Dude, it's insane. Tom Brady was going to blow. There's a feeling deep inside bad sushi made him sick. Just call him old gravy leg, that fucking crazy hair dick. As the gossip starts to flow. His mule's so big and round. Acting like a maniac. Ben Sparks. Ben Sparks.
Wow. You can just picture him, herky and jerky.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I meant to play this one. I like this one.
The
a lot
rap one,
better.
right?
Steve, the Bear Steve thing?
Yeah. That's the one I meant to play. Sorry.
What about the rap song's really good?
I don't have that on my little machine.
Why, Opie?
I don't know. Maybe Eric will put it on later today. So, what did Al Franken's people say?
Oh, they wanted to know what your political views were. So Anthony told me to write bedwetting liberals.
Yeah. I said just say we're bedwetting liberals.
So there you
that's
go.
it. They think we'll be one big happy family.
But why does that matter, man? It's like
I think it's
maybe
more
it's
the
not
I
coming
think
from
it's
him.
I think it's more the agent, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It seems like Jim said on the air a few minutes ago, I think it's more his people.
So then if we said we were like hardcore conservative, they wouldn't book them?
I don't know. I mean,
or they'd give them a warning and say, watch it, this is going to be confrontational?
Well, if you're a guy like Al Franken, where you kind of, if you just sandbag a guy for his political views, but a guy like Franken makes his living being, look, these are my political views. That's part of who he is.
Yeah.
Publicly. You know, like if a rock star calls in and you attack him, that's different.
Yeah.
But these guys got to be prepared for this stuff. Conservatives deal with it all the time. Sean Hannity always gets liberals on his show. He always wants to go after liberals. And it's like the left doesn't seem to want to do that.
No. Well, the plane video.
Here it is. Watch.
Oh, yeah, he hit a wire. He was trying to land on that street.
No, he was trying to land on the golf course.
Do you think? Because he kind of looked like he was going for the street.
That's what they were saying on the news. He was trying to land on the golf course, and that was the green. Maybe that's
he was going too fast to land on that golf course.
Why was he so? I guess he had engine problems. That's why he was there.
Yeah.
That's some crazy video this morning, huh?
And
you see the van right next to him?
Oof. You imagine seeing that out your window?
Like, holy yes. So, all right. What time's Al coming calling?
8:45, 9ish.
All right, very good. As we go to break, we got the How's Your News clip, Anthony.
Oh, the Al Franken one.
Yeah, where the guy, he's retarded or slow. I don't know what the hell.
Very retarded.
He really can't talk, and he pretty much sandbags Al Franken at one of these conventions.
Al Franken, I think Al Franken didn't really know how to handle it.
Very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Check this out.
I didn't understand that. I'm sorry. All righty. I'm Al Franken, and I'm covering this convention.
Yeah.
And how are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Who have you talked to so far? Bouillon. Maya. I couldn't agree more. Yeah. It was really nice talking to you. I'm glad you're here. I think it's fabulous. Can I shake your hand?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Okay, have a good time.
It is a natural impulse to grab and squeeze the breasts.
No shit.
It's real soft. Almost like pudding.
Yes. A hard piece of ass.
Quite a handful.
The nipples are so sensitive that a mere tweak between finger and thumb will give a perfectly good result.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
In case you didn't know.
Opie and Anthony, XM 202.
Word up. Everybody say, when you hear the call, you got to get it underway. Word up. It's the code word. No matter where you say it, you know that you'll be learned.
All right, what do you guys want to do next? Got a bunch of stuff to get to. We got the Lost in Space clips. Oh, dear. We've been obsessed with this for many years,
Young boys. We actually had, what was his name? Jonathan Harris?
Yeah.
Jonathan Harris. We had him on our show back at NEW. Remember that?
I
and
sure
he's
do.
another one that over the 2 years that we were off dropped dead. Dr. Zachary Smith from Lost in Space. We for years, God, from the time we hooked up to do radio, we've been goofing on the fact that he really comes off like a pedophile on Lost in Space with young William. There you had Penny, who was the sister, and then Judy, who was like the big blonde on the show. Big torpedo tits she had on her.
A hot piece of ass.
Major West, though, was I think, having sex with her. But Dr. Smith never gave them a look. Young Penny and Judy, nothing. Barely talked with the adults. The adults would have nothing to do with him because he was just a screw-up. He would always try to sabotage things, and he was always wrecking things. No one ever had a conversation with Dr. Smith. It was just him talking with the young boy, young William, constantly going out on little outings. You know, everybody else, they'd land on some planet, and the rest of the crew, you know, the father there and Don West and would go out and do whatever they had to do.
Yeah.
They would work.
Collect food for the family.
The
work
ladies,
on the spaceship a little bit.
Yeah, the ladies would set up the hydroponic garden and start getting some food together for them. The guys would repair the ship or go out and see if they could find some kind of supplies that they need. And Dr. Smith, what was he doing? Just roaming around, climbing rocks with Will, looking around. William, come with me.
Looking for monsters.
Looking for monsters, oh dear.
And hoping that the rain would come.
Little game of monster rain under the Jupiter too, yes.
Incidentally, that is where Jimmy Robinson's last name came from.
Right.
From Will Robinson.
From Will Robinson. You named him Jimmy Robinson because you thought Will Robinson was pretty cool?
Cool, yeah.
Because he hung out with an old man?
Well, I don't remember.
Wow,
Yes.
This whole thing is getting deeper. I didn't know that.
Young Jimmy Norton, come with me. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Come with me, Jimmy Norton. And for some reason, the family had no problem with this. Sending Will off with Dr. Smith, who pretty much almost got the entire family killed on a weekly basis. But I guess all was forgiven by the end of the episode. You play the music. Come on, Smith. Back in the ship, Smith. Instead of leaving him out there, hog-tied. And invite him back in so they could land on another planet and he can romp around with their young son again.
So we're slowly but surely going through all the clips of the show.
Yeah.
How many years was it on?
Those shows back in the 60s were only on just a couple seasons. It just seems like they were on forever.
Well, not that long, but they pumped out a lot of episodes back then, too.
So we got like 10 really quick clips here.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is just overacting.
Yeah, it's just the way he ran around like a faggot. And it's weird, though. If you watch the first couple of episodes of Lost in Space, it's the mood is a lot darker, and it's not as camp and zany. And Dr. Smith isn't this over-the-top Kansas City faggot that he turns into by the later part of the show. He's very evil, very dark and sinister, and he was there to sabotage the Jupiter, too. And then by the middle of this, not even the middle of the run, it was still like kind of the beginning of the run, they thought, for some reason, to just make him this over-the-top fag.
Flamboyant.
A queen. And he just runs around yelling and screaming like this.
Help me, dear. I'm Weinstein up here. Hurry up, Penny. I'm stuck. Penny, hurry up, dear. Help!
What is he stuck in?
Help! He's stuck in William's buttocks. It's so tight and hairless. Boy has a sweet face, doesn't he? Yes, he's wearing a flaming shirt. Young boy.
Hey, I gotta go to the phone real fast. Say hi to Jeff in Illinois. Jeff, what's up?
Hey, man, this is Jeff from Danville.
Hey.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, I know you guys was talking about that Zachary Smith thinking he might be a pedophile and everything. I don't know if you guys are aware or not, but that kid that played young William has been doing pornos for a long time.
No.
Come on, really?
No.
I'm serious.
Where did you hear that, sir?
Well, I've been hearing it. The Chicago radio station talks about it all the time. I mean, they've been talking about it for like the last 10 years.
No.
All right, stay on hold. Well, we gotta have some proof of that. I had no idea.
They put porno movies on Internet Movie Database, and there's no way. Billy Mummy, that's his name, Billy Mummy, and there's no. He never did porno. He's been in regular movies.
Is he still acting?
I think so. Not really a lot. Last thing I saw him in, he was in the Twilight Zone movie years ago when that came out.
What's he look like as
in
an
the
adult?
Anthony episode? Looks like he did as a kid, only grown up. Pretty odd.
I don't remember.
And he was like a co-writer on that old early '80s song "Fish Heads." Remember "Fish Heads"?
Oh, really?
Fish Heads, Roly Poly Fish Heads. Yeah, he was like one of the
What was
writers
the name of the,
or something.
Barnes and Barnes.
Barnes and Barnes.
Is that who did that?
Fish.
Barnes.
Fish heads. Roly poly fish heads. Fish heads. Fish heads. Eat 'em up. Yum.
Yeah, he was one of the writers of that. Billy Mummy. Billy Mummy. What has he done? Last thing he has listed here is in 1997 as Billy Mummy.
Yuck.
He was a voice. No, there's no. I don't see any porno.
They do list them on this?
Yeah, they list porno. You put in porno, like who's your buddy there from porno that we met the other day?
Oh God, which one?
You know, the one that we recognized.
Tom Byron.
Yeah, Tom Byron. Put his name in. Dude, the guy's got 1,200 movies. 1,200 movies.
These guys get more screen time than most Hollywood actors will ever get.
Wait, I want to hear fish heads real fast.
All right.
Oh.
Heads, fish, heads, roly-poly fish, heads, fish, heads, fish, heads, eat them up, yum. Fish, heads, roly-poly fish, heads, fish, heads, fish, heads, eat them up, yum.
This would scare me. Smoking some pot when you're watching MTV back then. And it's creepy.
In the soup. Fish, heads, roly-poly fish, heads, fish, heads, fish, heads, eat them up, yum.
Nah, he never did porno.
Fish head, anything you want to. They won't answer. They can't talk.
What were they thinking?
Nice buzz, dude.
Yeah, really.
A whole song about fish heads.
The kid from A Christmas Story that got his tongue stuck on the flagpole.
Yeah.
Remember that one? Mm-hmm. He went into porno. He was also in, what was it called? The Toy?
After that scene, how could you not?
Oh,
was that the kid that starred with Pryor and Gleason?
yeah.
He did porn?
He ended up, he's still doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does porno.
I think I met him a few times at Sober Dances or something like that in Jersey years ago, like early 90s. His name was Eric something?
Oh, maybe. I got the site up. We'll check that out. Quickly. Eric Bates?
No, that was his name in the movie.
Scott Schwartz.
Okay.
Scott Schwartz. Yeah, Scotty's X-Rated Adventure. Dirty Bob's Excellent Adventure 36 and 35 he was in.
Oh.
Yeah, he's done porno.
Not exactly screen legends.
No, not exactly. But yeah, he's one of the child stars that went on to pornography. Very proud.
Steve Head, sweet and cozy Steve Head. Put your arms around him and kiss him up.
Kiss him up.
Yeah, kiss him up. It's not dirty. It's just cute. It's what you do to a roly-poly Steve Head.
Roly-poly Steve Head.
A sweet and cozy boy.
All right, so back to the clips, Anthony. Another clip of Dr. Smith overacting, I should say.
Oh, yes. Let's get rid of him. This is our chance. That's the way your evil minds worked, wasn't it? No! Oh, stay away from me! Oh, leave me alone! Oh!
Probably had a girl chasing him.
You with the boobies and vagina! Wow, it's like a monster!
Leave me alone!
What kind of creature is this, a vagina? Wow! Get it away, it smells! I hear they have teeth, William! Protect me from the vagina! Wow! I hate boobies! They're disgusting! I like a nice flat, hairless chest, yes, like yours, William. With a little pee-pee. I don't like coochies, no. Oh, here comes one! Penny! Wow!
He runs away.
Dr. Smith, a vagina is approaching.
Help me! Oh, no! Oh, spare me that disgusting opening, Penny. Hide it, please. It's disgusting. Someone could fall in and get hurt. Oh! I like a young plucked chicken. Ugly vaginas, look at it. Ew! Ew! Wow! Yes. Since we're lost in space, maybe we can do some docking. Come here, William. Little docking. See, you take yours, yes. Now, peel back, yes. Look, we've docked. We are one, William. You ugly girls, nasty. Oh, dear. Wow! I must dock with you, William, or you float away for sure. It's our little secret, my boy, our little secret, yes. Penny, get away! I can smell your vagina from here. It's disgusting. Wow!
You are nice, you're young and hairless. Let me rub you with some oil. Maybe someday you'll grow into a big bear with a sweet face, but for now, I love the lack of hair.
Perfect. All right, so now we get into some of the gay clips. This is an ongoing project, right? We'll have more as the show progresses, right?
Yeah, that's only season 1. We're waiting for season 2.
All right, season 1, Anthony. So now we get into some of the gay clips, proving that Dr. Smith was a pedophile.
Like those last two are real masculine. Help me! What a fruit.
Let's listen to this one.
Too bad about young Will, though. The only agreeable companion I've found on this ghastly trip.
The only agreeable companion. You agree? Yes? Keep it secret from everybody. Companion, it's a boy. Oh.
All right, here's Dr. Smith is gay, clip 1.
All right.
When you're finished, there is the most incredible thing I want to take you to see. It'll be our little secret.
Let us in on your little secret, too, Smith.
Oh, it was nothing at all. Just a little child's game I was going to make up. Oh,
What are you up to?
you have an evil, suspicious mind, Major. I just happened to be off for a stroll. You didn't see Will by any chance?
You stay away from that boy, Smith.
Not very concerned about his higher education, are you?
I am concerned. Every time I see him with you. And let me tell you something. If I ever catch you telling that boy wild stories again, so help me, Smith.
No need to threaten brute violence, Major. I know how afraid you are of my influence.
How do they get away with this on TV, man?
I'm gonna stay away from that boy, Smith. Little child's game, Dr.
Yes, the rain
Major
is,
West.
The rain is coming.
Yes, monster rain, William. Let's play. Here it comes, quick, under the Jupiter 2. Okay, now you pull down your little Mylar futuristic pants, and I'll pull down mine, yes. Don't tell anybody. This is very secretive, William. Yes. God damn, that is funny, man.
That really is funny.
He is just awful.
Well,
we got a young boy.
We got another example of Dr. Smith being gay. Anthony, on Lost in Space.
Dr. Smith and I are going to wait up for him.
I don't think that's such a good idea, Will.
Well, we have our sleeping bags, and Mom said it was all right.
The boy is perfectly safe with me.
All right, Will.
Now then, let us retire to our sleeping quarters. Come along, my boy. Right, sir?
Good night, Dad.
Good night, Will.
Just hand him over to a predator, for God's sake.
Just feeding him to the sharks.
Yes. Yeah. I have an amusement park in my backyard. Yes, you could go on the rides and drink some Jesus juice. Woo! Would you like to look at some pornography in the bathroom, young boy? I have a monkey, too, named Bubbles. Bubbles, come quickly! They just send him off. We got our sleeping bags. Yes, but we'll only need one, William. We'll zip them together to keep warm. Dr. Smith is 112 on this planet. Yes, indeed. Oh, what a predator. The biggest danger on any planet, and they didn't see it. Will, why can't you sit? Well, it's a... Quiet, my boy. Quiet.
It's our little secret.
Our little secret, isn't it? Yes. That's great. God damn, I didn't know there were such blatant clips.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, dear.
I'm a huge Family Guy fan. Yeah, I forgot about this. We got to get this clip. Did you ever see the Family Guy episode where they have Lost in Space jokes where the whole family stays at the ship and the father says, William, go off in the space car to find food with that old menacing pedophile?
Yeah. Oh, dear. Please walk with me.
Remember the episode of Lost in Space on the vegetable planet with the carrot guy that whenever he got thirsty, he'd say, moisture, moisture, I need moisture.
Oh, yeah. I remember the other guy with, like, the pillow on his chest, and he would go, crush, kill, destroy. Oh, yeah. Crush, kill, destroy. And he picked up big rocks and would squish them. And the episode where Dr. Smith got all strong,
and he was able to crush rocks. I think my favorite one was the one where they was it the robot got real big or the family got real small?
I don't remember.
And they had to crawl inside the robot and take a big journey through him, and at the end they were going to get real big again, so they had to get out of the robot before they grew, or else they'd get squished inside there or something. That was a good one.
All right. Another example of Dr. Smith being gay.
Yes.
Hi, Doctor.
William! What a delightful surprise. Where have you been keeping yourself?
I've been sort of busy, sir.
Well, you're here now, and that's all that matters. Come closer, come closer.
Come closer. Yes, you're here now. That's all that's important. Please grab my penis, William.
Are you kidding me?
Yes. Tug away.
I had to tell my father, Dr. Smith.
Oh, no harm done. I would have informed him myself, eventually. Now, what about a piece of delicious French pastry? Here, my boy. Dessert for tonight's dinner. Compliments of Zachary Smith.
Thank you, sir.
You know, Will, I've missed you. It's been very lonely here without you.
Wow. How did they get away with this? Yes. French pastry. That's my code word for my schlong. Eat up, young boy. It's cream-filled. Oh, I've missed you.
You could have come to see me.
I've been banished, remember?
Is that the only reason you stayed away?
I don't quite follow you, my boy.
You said all you wanted to do was check out the machine.
That's exactly what I've been doing.
For 4 days?
Well, you see, science is a matter of trial and error. I had to be sure there was no danger.
Have you found any?
There are certain problems. But as soon as they're ironed out...
When will that be?
Eventually, my boy, eventually.
What you really mean is never, don't you, sir?
Now, Will, what a thing to say.
Don said now that you had the machine, you didn't need us anymore.
Surely you don't believe that?
He said all you cared about was yourself.
That's not true.
I don't think I want the pastry anymore. I sort of lost my appetite for it. Goodbye, sir.
Will? Wait a moment.
Will? Oh, dear.
That's a little creepy, huh?
Little touching moment between man and boy.
And this is the one we've been playing all morning.
You will be molested.
That was a quickie.
Yeah.
And then this one that we've been playing, the sex grunts.
Oh, it sounds like the last bit. Apparently he's carrying a heavy bucket of rocks, and that's why he's making the grunting sounds. But if it doesn't sound like he's coming, I don't know.
All right, and then another clip.
There, my brave boy. It's all over now.
You take your hands off him.
There. It's all over now. You'll be able to sit in a week or two. Nothing as tight as the first time, but you're the only game in town. Poor boy. There. It's all over now for this hour. Not only lost in space, but molested.
And then finally, we'll have more.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the last one for today.
One.
Dr. Smith.
Good boy. Someday, you will all thank me for this.
Yeah, thank you, sir. May I have another? Very well.
There you go. That's very funny.
Young boy.
That's really funny.
That they just would put that on TV. Just let this family send their young boy out with this old pedophile. Oh, dear. Oh, you got me again.
Every time it's funny.
Oh, dear. I seem to have wet my pants with club soda. William, help me! Help me, Eric!
Yes, I need something to wipe up with, young boy. Yes, yes. More towels, please. Could I have one of those pleasure cleaning rags from the convention? Yes.
A cum clean?
I need a cum clean, William. William, wipe your mouth before you go back to the ship. Use a cum clean. So young and hairless.
Oh,
the
my
jism flakes right off, doesn't get stuck in hairs like on my legs.
All right, well.
Would you like a Turkish towel?
Please get me a Turkish towel. Oh! Turkish towel.
Okay, well, we'll go to break with a Monster Rain song. It's appropriate. This is our favorite one from Chemistry, and we'll continue.
Get your cock out. Jimmy says, get your cock out. Put my cock in your mouth. Put your face south while we're under the house. Jimmy, crawl under the porch. Yeah, I said it, crawl under the porch. The monster rain's coming, the sky's gray. My pants down, 2 kids helping each other under the damn house. Y'all know the game, monster fucking rain, it ain't a damn thing changed. You're all under the porch, your friend fillets you. Crawl under as 2 digits masturbate you. I alleviated the stress with a cock caress. I exploded my friend's neck with a monster mess. Just 2 little boys, no need for Vagilude. Stuck on a little crotch with a slight lack of pubes. We gotta keep it quiet, make sure mom don't find out. I'll finish you off quick so I can pull mine out. It's just a little pleasure with a lot of shame. Who cares, I gotta blame it all on the monster rain. Get your cock out. Jimmy says, get your cock out. Put my cock in your mouth. Put your face south while we're under the house. Jimmy, crawl under the porch. Yeah, I said it, crawl under the porch. The monster rain's coming, the sky's gray. My pants down, 2 kids helping each other under the damn house. Jimmy Norton, get your cock out. Jimmy Robinson, get your cock out. Billy D'Angelo, get your cock out. Everybody, get your cock out.
Do you realize who you hired? Opie. He's a disruptive influence.
Anthony.
He happens to be a dwarf. What horrible people.
Our new bosses said you guys can get as crazy as you want.
They keep creating new ways to celebrate mediocrity.
Opie and Anthony Show.
It's psychotic.
It's everything 24/7 XM202. The O&A virus. It's everything all the time.
M202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah, I'm so tired of waiting for us to wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah, I'm so sick of waiting for us to make a move. Wake up, wake up, wake up, and we will never lose. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to make a move. Wake up, wake up, wake up, and we will never lose. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Make a move.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony program. We like to call it the O&A virus because it's spreading across America slowly but surely. Thanks for your help with that, by the way. You do so much for this radio show.
Hey, is this true? That henchman from Brooklyn is saying you brought up Scotty Schwartz doing porno. What you failed to mention was that his first scene was, in fact, Julie Ashton, your friend from the Playboy Channel show.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
We'll have to ask her next time she's on our program.
Yeah.
Anthony, people are also suggesting that we do Dr. Smith versus, not versus, but we play the Dr. Smith clip with the Mini-Me clip.
Uh-huh.
And see how it sounds.
See how it sounds?
Well, we could try that.
All right.
That's kind of funny.
All right.
Good pickup, whoever suggested that.
Very good.
Stop, I can't breathe. Stop.
Oh dear!
Okay, terrific. Yeah, all right. Okay, terrific. Thanks, Lee. All right.
You will be molested.
And no, T-Bones, I didn't do my homework assignment. I was supposed to watch The Cooler, remember?
Yeah,
that
it's
was
a good
my
movie.
homework. Why would I start doing something I never, ever did in my life? Homework.
Speaking of movies, My Darling, My Blood.
I have not a clue.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Anthony,
yes.
Want to wish Howard a very happy birthday. I believe he's 55 or close to 55 anyway.
Wow.
Definitely closer to 60 than 40.
Right.
And I guess he continues to not care.
I don't care.
He continues to not care.
On a daily basis, he's not caring.
He doesn't care so much that I think he's caring.
He's not caring so much that he's answering this program with his I don't cares.
Right.
Which is pretty goddamn funny.
Well, we know he has XM Satellite Radio because the company, I don't know if they really showed interest in him. They listened to him and decided to pass on him, and that's why he went to the little doggy company because XM Satellite Radio is not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You watch Sirius go bankrupt because of the deal they made with Howard.
He drives around in that Escalade, which is a GM product, and it's got XM in it.
Right.
It's got XM standard.
So, trust me, he hears us on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Any financial guy will tell you it's a horrendous deal for the little doggy company.
Bark, bark.
That's the reality. And with him turning, I think, 55 today, by the time he gets to satellite radio, I mean, the guy is pretty much pushing 60.
Yeah.
You know, you're not getting the young, youthful Howie.
Not from the
You're
old
getting
days.
the I don't know, the Willie Mays Howie when Willie Mays joined the Mets. Not the same Willie Mays.
No.
You know?
That's
You're
rough.
getting Joe Montana when he
Went to Kansas City.
Thank you. Went to Kansas City.
Ooh.
You're getting kind of Michael Jordan when he went to the Wizards.
Not good.
Not as good, right?
Randy Johnson when he went to the Yankees.
Yeah, poor Kevin Brown when he went to the Yankees. Poor Dave Winfield when he went to the Yankees.
Well, George likes the older talent.
Yeah, he really does.
He likes the proven talent.
I understand Rizzuto is playing shortstop next year.
Holy cow.
All right, so I guess we have the latest clip of Howie not caring, Anthony.
There is a latest clip. That's the funniest part.
He just doesn't care. So
he doesn't care so much that he's got a rant every day
about how he
much
doesn't
he
care.
doesn't care.
Well, it takes up showtime.
It certainly does.
You know, well, you could not care for 20 minutes, or you could actually do entertaining, clever, funny programming. What would you choose?
I'd rather not care.
I'd rather talk about not caring for 20 minutes.
I don't care.
So this is what we do now. A little mix, because you got to play the song with the latest I don't care, right?
Right.
All right.
I don't care. My jokes don't go over, I don't care.
Who cares? I don't care anymore about them dicking with me. I'm talking about from my point of view. I really don't give a rat's ass. I'm going off to do my thing. I'm going off to do my thing.
Keep doing what you're doing, Howard.
Yeah, who cares? I don't care anymore about them dicking with me because you can't really do anything to me. I mean, what are you going to do? Pull me off the air? You're just bumming out the fans. But, I mean, do what you want. I don't care. Who cares? And I know I keep saying I don't care, so that must mean I care.
Yeah, you care, Howard.
I care. I don't care. Who cares? And I know I keep saying I don't care, so that must mean I care. I don't care. Who cares? All right, hey, anyway, thanks.
That is great. Oh, that is a direct answer. I know he said I don't care, so that means I care, but I don't care.
Now he's answering us with his I don't care.
That's hysterical.
Oh my God, he's crazy! Meow 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 meow. He's not gonna stop. Oh, this is stupid. You're not doing comedy. You're aggravating people. I don't care. He doesn't care.
All right, there's the latest I don't care. He just doesn't care.
He actually said, I know if I say I don't care, it means I must care, but I don't care.
He's losing his mind.
That is really funny. You should get a room next to cabbies at the insane asylum. Oh, my goodness.
So there you go. There's the latest on that.
Oh. Happy birthday to you. I don't care. Happy birthday to you. I don't care. How old are you now? I don't care.
I think that now that he's pushing 60, it's starting to get to him a little bit.
A little bit.
All right. Well, the Pope's checking in, Anthony. Yes, Pope.
The Pope.
Yes. Good morning, gentlemen. I just wanted to call and to let you know that being the Pope, I don't care about gays.
You don't care?
I don't care.
Oh.
All right. Well,
I got too much to do. I'm
right.
fine now.
Well, that didn't
trying
really...
to be a wacky character?
Yeah, that really didn't work. I'm really sorry to the listeners there. Jim the Trucker, what's up, Jim?
The wrong template on.
Yeah, you guys need to use the Stifler from American Wedding saying, I don't care, when he's talking to the dancer. I just don't care. Just dance. I don't care.
We're obsessed with I Don't Care now. I want every song that mentions it. I know Phil Collins had a song called I Don't Care Anymore.
Oh, yeah.
We played the Ramones yesterday, I Don't Care. It's all about I don't care.
That would be a good one.
Which one?
Phil Collins.
I Don't Care Anymore?
Yeah.
But then we'd sound faggy.
Well, we'd have to say why we're playing it. Just a piece.
But I don't care if you say we're faggy.
I don't care.
We're doing it for the show. Lee from...
Why would I care?
Lee from Philly. What's up, Lee? Lee?
Hello?
Lee?
Yeah.
Speak.
Jesus, Lee?
Pretty relaxed
They
today.
amputated my leg.
What?
They amputated my leg.
Oh, yeah?
I gotta ask you a favor. Anything.
See, I'm the only
my
one
leg support.
that knows what Lee is referring to.
I got you. Okay.
All right.
I don't know, but now I know what I don't know.
Thank you, Lee.
And I don't care.
Thank you. I forgot. Yes. Yes, the leg was amputated. I forgot about that part. Yes, very good, Lee.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking my language today.
What?
Huh?
I don't...
You don't get it?
No.
We just don't know. We haven't seen it.
Lady Di.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey.
I don't care either.
Obviously.
Oh, she's trying to get in on it. I don't care either. Can I be one of you? Shut up.
Why not?
Stupid.
Hey.
The only time you should say I don't care is if someone asks how your liver is doing.
My liver is okay.
It's not.
Everything is okay with that.
Yeah? Here's Lady Di laying in a corner of her apartment last night.
Oh, no.
Did you hear what she was saying during that clip? No, that's not true.
That is
She's
not
got a
true.
babble.
Really, Lady Di? Really? Do you understand comedy at all?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I'm listening to your show, ain't I?
Oh, I thought you didn't have XM.
Dude.
Yes, so how are you listening to the
when
show?
you get put on hold, you could listen to your show. When you get put on hold.
I guarantee there's someone in a coma that's also listening to this show right now because the family thinks it's the right thing to do. All right?
No.
So just because you listen to the show doesn't mean you get comedy?
I know what comedy is.
All right, what's comedy? What's your definition of comedy?
Something that makes you laugh.
All right.
So you falling down the steps is comedy.
That would be.
Love
the clip. Love the clip of you falling out of that grape stomping bin onto your face.
I don't think so. I don't think so. No. Now, my definition of comedy is when you watch something funny that's on television or you listen to a funny show on the radio.
That's the definition?
Yeah.
The definition.
Mm-hmm.
That's very specific.
Definition of comedy, that's what it is.
What's the definition of unfit mother?
Excuse me?
I said, what's the definition of
I'm a
unfit?
very fit mom.
I didn't say that. I said, what's the definition of unfit mother?
Definition of an unfit mother?
Yeah.
A mother that doesn't care about her kids.
Uh-huh.
What's that?
No, unfit. He didn't say uncaring. He said
Right.
unfit.
Oh,
Unfit.
come on.
What is the definition of unfit mother?
I just told you that.
No, you could be caring. You could love the child and still not be fit to care for it.
To provide
so
for it.
what's the definition of unfit mother?
No. I don't. I have no idea what the definition is.
What's the definition of an alcoholic?
A person that drinks a lot.
No.
How much is a lot? And actually, that's not true. You're right.
It's not true.
A person that drinks a lot.
How much is a lot?
How much is a lot?
Yeah, that's it. Answer the question with the same question.
Okay. One is. Oh God, I can't. I don't know. I heard this one time before. One is.
She's so stupid.
Too many.
Are you trying to say one's too many and 1,000's not enough?
Yeah.
Well, that's not the definition. That's a good, catchy phrase, but that's not the definition.
How much is too much?
What Jim just told you.
No, I'm not asking Jim, and that is not the definition. What is your definition, you fat slob?
Hey, excuse me. Who said that, Opie?
What do you think? Now ask who agreed with it, and you could say everyone in the country.
No, 10 or 20 is too many.
10 or 20?
A day?
Yeah, that's the attitude of a social drinker.
And how many drinks do you have a day?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
You don't know. I don't know.
I can't answer that.
So you're saying you think it's socially acceptable?
Subject for.
Hey, so you think it's socially acceptable to sit down for a fine dinner and have 9 tequilas?
No.
Well, you said 10 to 20.
10 to 20.
Definitely not.
All right, what's the update?
That is not acceptable.
Do you have a job?
You find a stupid job?
I'm going for a job interview today, as a matter of fact.
As what?
As a waitress, hostess.
Ugh.
What's so bad about that?
I don't know. What kind of place are you going to make people feel comfortable eating in? Are you leading them to troughs in a barn?
No. It's a place that's a few blocks away from me. They call me back.
Does the meal include watching jousting?
No.
I can see you being a hostess there. That's about it.
What's that?
With that laugh, that covering up the tears laugh.
What would you have to wear at this job?
Probably a white shirt and black pants.
Ugh. You know that's going to make you look even fatter, right?
No.
White shirt, black pants is going to make you look even fatter.
More like Oliver Hardy.
Well, that's what you have to wear.
In black and white. Would you like me to seat you now? We have a lovely coconut custard pie today. Would you like some? See, you're bringing people. Here is your menu. Please read it, and I'll be back to you shortly. Oh, with her silly mustache.
Yeah, should I wear it?
What?
Should I wear my mustache or not?
Thank you for the gratuity.
Oh, my God. Maybe I should wear my mustache and my tie. What do you think?
Are you drunk?
No, I'm not.
Hold on.
Still got your roommate?
Right now.
Still got your roommate in there?
No, my roommate's coming back today. He went down the shore for about a week.
Mm-hmm. All right, listen. Some guy named Ernie. Oh no, it's spelled Ernie.
Hendry.
Hendry.
Hey, Hendry.
Yes.
Is it? Wait. Ernie spelled Enri. Oh wait, they might have misspelled this name. What's your name, sir?
Very good. Very good.
Very good.
Shut up, Diane. Listen, why do you keep calling this show? Why?
Who you talking to, me?
Stupid. What is your name, huh? It's Diane. Why do you keep calling the fucking show? Why
do I keep calling the show?
Yes, stupid. And don't answer a question with a question, you fucking retard. If I ask you a question, answer it directly.
Okay.
Why do you keep calling
the
this
guy.
show, you fucking disastrous mess?
Good.
Why?
Thank you.
Why?
No, I'm not a
Where are you going to
disastrous
work?
mess.
What kind of restaurant would give you tips? Tips to stay the fuck away, maybe. I think you would have people tipping you to walk the other way.
You know, you sound like a Frenchie. You know that?
Oh, my God, you stupid fucking cunt. Someone get this idiot in XM radio so she understands what the fucking show is about. You mess.
Excuse me?
Are you going to come into work smelling like Budweiser and Jack Daniels, you friggin' slob?
No, I'm going to go to work smelling nice.
Okay, smelling nice. I see. Why do you keep calling the show? Do you understand?
I like the guys.
You like the guys? Do you think they like you? Do you hear how they talk to you?
I like them, okay?
I asked you a
They're
question,
cool to me.
stupid. Do you think they like you? You keep calling and all you get is shit on and then you laugh like an idiot, like a cackling idiot.
Are you Frenchie's brother?
No, stupid. Don't ask me if I'm Frenchie's brother, that fucking prick. Anyway, hey, stupid,
well,
good
you
luck,
sound
good
just
luck
like
on your
him.
stupid job interview, okay?
Well, I'm going to go for my job interview, yes.
Go drink about what? Social drinker, 20 buds, and then go for the interview.
Well, how do you know how much I drink?
I'm done with you.
Punches out.
God.
He knows when to punch out. That's why we like
boy.
him.
You sound like Frenchie's brother.
What?
He sounds like Frenchie's brother.
What do you mean?
Frenchie sounds the same thing. Frenchie was the same way.
What?
Frenchie is the same way.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, you were kind of making a joke.
No, I'm not making a joke. I'm just saying.
You know, you have the humor value of a bat to a pregnant woman's stomach.
Well, I don't... Okay, Jim. Thank you.
The definition of comedy, not you.
Yes.
Well, I didn't say anything.
Everybody.
All right, there she goes, everybody.
Get stupid. Get retarded. Get retarded. Get retarded.
Everybody.
Let's get retarded in here. Let's get retarded. Let's get retarded in here. Let's get retarded. Let's get retarded in here.
Oh, my God.
What a complete disaster. Physically, mentally,
emotionally,
yeah,
and
just
spiritually.
a mess.
Bankrupt.
She's still looking for a job. Still.
I got an interview today.
Oh, come on. Let me watch the Richard Gere clip, please, and just
A
have a few
hostess.
laughs.
What are you talking about?
Richard Gere, where he's dancing. I don't know
Oh,
what it is.
what a great movie that is.
Yeah, that looks really good.
What's the movie about?
Oh, him and Susan Sarandon is in it.
Yeah.
and he's
J-Lo.
Yeah, right. And he's going out at night, and I guess his wife thinks he's maybe cheating.
Right.
But the truth of the matter is, he's just learning how to dance.
Because I'll bet his wife wants him to dance.
Right.
And then he goes to a pet store to get her something, and he sits down, and a gerbil slips in.
And that's how he shakes his pelvis. He learns how to really dance because there's a gerbil up his colon.
And then he remembers that he hasn't done anything interesting since Internal Affairs.
Right.
When he's telling the other Andy Garcia that he's going to teach his wife how to come by fucking her in the ass.
Exactly.
That was a great scene.
Oh, and then he finds out his wife's pregnant and buys a boat, moves to Modesto. It's fantastic. It's a great movie.
And then while she's spinning in her dance, he smashes a hammer into her face. And looks at Amber Fry's naked pictures.
Oh. They have that little daughter that's in the beauty contest, and he chokes her in the basement. Leaves a little lifeless cowboy-hatted body.
Oof. Oof. The little hollow clink of the hat hitting the floor.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
The little plunk of the hard felt
wonderful.
cowboy hat.
That is wonderful.
Yeah, sure.
Little 2-gallon hat.
2 gallon. Oh, the little boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, giddy up.
Little boots.
All right, we'll go to break with this.
I bought a gerbil at the petting zoo. If Richard Gere can do it, I can too. I get undressed, I start to lube. I stick the gerbil in the end of the tube, wondering just how he'll feel. Will he like it better than his little wheel? Careful now, he's right beside me. One more inch and he's inside me. Go, gerbil, go. Burrow harder, burrow deeper. Be my little chimney sweeper. One thing I forgot about. How am I supposed to get you out? So now my gerbil's on Easy Street. It's warm and cozy and there's plenty to eat. The situation is beyond my control. Gotta find a way to get him out of his hole. I try crowbars, I try wires. I almost hurt him with a pair of pliers. I try cheese, but he's not biting. I wish this wasn't so exciting. Go, Jabba, go. Jesus, I am such a sucker. Please get out, you furry. I think I am getting ill. Suddenly, he's very, very still. Now it's too late, my gerbil died. I guess I have committed gerbicide. Here's some advice, it's very clear cut. If you love your gerbil, don't stick him up your butt. Don't stick him up your butt. Little furry gerbil in your booty hole.
All right.
Wow.
The gerbil song.
Ian Anthony Show. XM 202.
So we have Al Franken calling in a little bit.
Yep, allegedly.
That'll be cool.
Got a lot of instant feedbacks that came in. Matt from Marlboro, New Jersey. The only way Lady Di is going to get tipped as a waitress is if she puts on a cow suit and falls asleep standing up. That's a good one. Bus full of retarded children crashing into a ravine. Bigger laughs than Lady Di. Maybe she could work at TGI Fridays. She could fit 5,000 pieces of flair on that torso. I would suggest Di getting a job in Indonesia, but they already have enough bloated corpses there.
Although if she worked at TGI Fridays, the TGIF would stand for Thank God I'm Fat.
Old Jimmy Peepee's hole. Checking in from Cincinnati. If you listen carefully to her, she says about her interview, if they call me today.
They're not going to call you.
She didn't have a effing interview, is what the dude from Cincinnati is saying.
You mean she was lying?
I believe
Not
so.
Lady Di. She never lies.
You know what she looks like with her awful fat front and flat ass?
Lie.
Shut up. You look like a ham in a deli that's been through the deli slicer, where the one side is really flat and the other is bulbous and fat and unattractive. You should have saran wrap over you.
Will you be nice?
I am being nice.
Well, yeah, well, be nicer.
I'm insulting hams.
Yeah.
You're insulting hams.
That's it.
By
Repeat
saying
it.
that.
I
No,
bomb and
come
you
on.
think you're going to pull it out? Stupid.
Well, you never know.
So you're waiting for them to call you today, or do you have an actual interview?
I have an actual interview at 1 o'clock.
Where is it?
It's at a steakhouse.
What town?
Blocks away from me.
What town?
Garwood, New Jersey.
Question. Garwood, New Jersey?
Garwood, New Jersey.
All right, Lady Di, listen to me.
I live in Westfield.
Lady Di, listen to me.
What?
Stop calling the program unless you have something.
You have nothing.
You absolutely have nothing except your alcoholism.
No, what do you mean I don't have anything? I'm telling you that I'm going for
All
a
right,
job
listen.
interview today.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
What?
We'll give you one more shot. You have called a radio show. You did not call your friends. We're not your friends. I quite frankly hate you.
You don't hate me.
I certainly do.
No, you don't.
I certainly do because you
No,
want
you
people.
don't hate me.
Because you
I
can't.
just don't care.
Because you can't take care of yourself. You can't take care of your own son. You probably want people to feel sorry for you. I just don't like you. Okay, listen to me. You're calling a radio show.
What do you mean I don't take care of my son? Of course I take care of
You're
him.
calling a radio show. You're not calling your stupid friend Marion, or probably that's about
She's not
it.
stupid.
Oh, yes, she is.
No, she's not.
I gotta be sober.
Now listen to me.
She's not stupid.
You're not calling your friends or your family. You're calling a talk radio program.
No kidding.
That's the reality of this, okay? We're doing a national radio show.
I know.
So when you call, you need to have something for the show.
Well, okay. I heard you talking about Jonathan Harris before, Lost in Space. I used to watch that show.
Okay, we got something on Lost in Space.
All right.
Go
right ahead.
We got something on Lost in Space. Lady Di, let her rip.
Okay, I used to watch that show, and I remember the robot. I remember Jonathan Harris. I remember Zachary Smith. Okay, and I remember Young William. I know about that stuff.
You're an ass of epic proportions.
You really are.
Tell you. I don't know.
You know,
oh my God!
You remember things. Unfortunately, what you don't remember is the uncle that snuck in and sent you on this downward spiral when you were 4.
My uncles live in Italy.
Why can't there be like a big mountain right behind your house
and a lot of rainfall?
Exactly. Were you tap dancing on a mountain ledge recently?
No.
This proves there's no God. People like you continue to exist and find people lose their lives every day.
Did you do a cannonball off of Phuket?
A what?
Exactly.
No.
What is Phuket?
And I'm a fine person, too.
What is Phuket?
There's a lot of fine people.
What is Phuket?
I have no idea what a croquette is.
A Phuket.
A croquette.
A croquette.
It's a type of mallet that should be swung into your fat face.
No.
You called back, so this is what you get.
Oh, you don't know what Phuket is?
Do you know what Phuket is?
No, I don't know what a Phuket is. What's that? What is that?
Do you know that you're a waste of space?
Out of touch.
I am not a waste
You do realize that, right? You offer nothing to yourself, nothing to your son, nothing to your father, nothing to your friends, nothing to society.
Opie.
You offer absolutely nothing. So why do you deserve to continue walking this planet?
Everybody.
Do you know everybody that knows you wants to put soap in their socks and beat your fat stomach in a Marine barracks?
I don't know about that.
Remember, drunk, it's just a bad dream.
You know, do you realize how many people look at you and go, that are associated with your life, they look at you and they go, oh, what a drag. She's a complete
Not the people
drag.
that I know.
You are a disgusting fat body, Private Pile!
No, not the people that I know.
What is that, Private Pile? Sir, jelly donuts, sir!
Not
Is booze allowed in the barracks?
They're paying for it, you drink it.
Once again, you're calling a radio talk show.
I know.
What do you have for the program? One more shot.
All right, one more shot.
You
you Lost in Space.
What?
I've been listening to the show. You're talking about Lost in Space.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, you know, they should replay those episodes again. They don't play them anymore.
Why would that be interesting to a talk show? Why would that be interesting to the thousands and thousands of listeners out there? Why?
Well, I don't know. I just figured I'd say that.
Shut up! Shut the fuck! You're all right to take me. Shut up! Will you shut up? Shut up!
Oh, boy.
Shut up! Shut up!
Well, that's all you were talking about for the past hour.
And your input is taking it to the next level.
And your input is they should replay them on TV.
And that you remember, and then she names all the characters so it will stretch out what she's saying.
Oh, I used to watch that. Young William,
I remember
Dr. Smith.
I remember the best boy. I remember the gaffer. I remember the producer.
I know the key grip.
All right, I'm gonna go. All right, I'm gonna go with this a little bit because Anthony and I are very, very good talk show hosts.
All right,
when
Opie?
it comes down to we can make things out of shit.
Lemonade out of these lemons.
Watch this. Watch my skills, Anthony.
All right.
Go ahead.
So you're a big fan of Lost in Space, are you, Lady Di?
Well, I'm a big fan of Lost in Space.
All right, why don't you tell us what your favorite episode was and why?
My favorite episode.
That's the nervous laugh, meaning she has nothing.
She has
Watch.
nothing.
What was your favorite episode of Lost in Space and why?
Okay, my favorite episode. You know what? I don't have one. There's a bunch of them. I don't have a favorite episode. They're all my favorite episodes.
All right, follow-up question because I'm a fine talk show host. Well, just name one Lost in Space episode.
Oh, God, you got me. I haven't seen that show in years.
But you said you liked it.
I haven't seen that show in years.
Name one.
Name one.
Name one favorite episode.
Name one episode.
Not even a favorite. Just an episode.
Just an episode.
Go ahead.
One lousy effing storyline, you dummy.
Okay, I'm not a dummy. I just don't remember them.
Can you do anything? We're asking her to name one episode from Lost in Space.
Hold on
Nothing.
1 second. Hold on. Oh, God.
Let me ask you a question. Do you remember, Di, do you remember one time in your life when you were eating compulsively and drinking alcoholically and someone leaned over and said, "We finally found something you do well"?
No.
Name?
No, I don't remember
You could be a drunk in my beloved core.
I don't remember
Oh,
that.
300, waistline.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember? Remember that episode when they were lost and they were in space? You dolt.
You said you're a big fan of the show. You knew the characters. Name one show.
Years.
Why are you lying again?
I'm not lying.
Remember that episode where the Jupiter 2 was in orbit around you?
Oh, my God. No, all I know is that they were in space. That's all I know.
Well, do you remember when Will Robinson was taken away from them because they couldn't care for him properly? Do you remember that? When they were drunk driving the spaceship and Will had to be taken away?
No, I don't remember
And
that.
Mrs. Robinson couldn't find a
I
job.
think there was an episode like that, Jim.
Remember, Mrs. Robinson couldn't find a job, so they took the kid away. They took young William away. And she kept bullshitting everybody as to how she's looking for a job and she's going to get her kid back. Remember that episode?
DVDs because I don't remember all those episodes.
No? Remember when she ate the whole hydroponic garden in one fell swoop?
And she went before the judge to get her kid back, but since her hair looked like Shelley Duvall's, he decided against giving the young boy back.
Proving we can make something out of shit.
The only reason she couldn't be Shelley Duvall is she's too fat to run around the Overlook. When do you think maybe we should take Danny to a bar?
As soon as possible.
No, she just would have repeated it. When do I think we should take Danny to a bar?
What?
Exactly. Me and my friend Lady Di would drink alcohol without ever opening our mouths.
Katie K-12 to the liquor store. Katie K-12 to the liquor store.
No.
Oh, but they were really...
The freezer's full of Jack Daniels and Johnny Walker Red and cases of Budweiser. You could drink here every day for a year and not have the same drink twice.
You like bourbon, Doc?
Every once in a while, but not that much. I don't drink.
We call her a fat pig. How did you know? I don't know. Well, she looks like a fat pig.
Would you like to live with your mother, Doc? The judge says I'm not supposed to.
That is not nice.
Lady Di, we're not talking to you. They're doing movie clips, you stupid twat.
Okay, I'm listening.
You're answering fucking movie clip lines, you retard.
Sorry, Opie.
And they're not laughing at you.
I hope not.
So you have nothing on Lost in Space. What else do you have for the program?
You know what? I have nothing. I remember watching the episodes, but I don't remember any of the subjects on the episodes. All I know is that they were in space.
Right, they were in space. The show's called Lost in Space.
Wow.
I know that.
You could be the stupidest person that calls our show. I'm convinced of it now.
You are really retarded.
I don't know what to tell you.
You know your life is meaningless, right?
My life is meaningful, not meaningless.
It's meaningless.
Meaningful.
You're gonna pass, and there's gonna be nothing that people are gonna remember about you,
come on.
except for the fact that you fell down while you were drunk.
Excuse me.
Everybody, let's get into it. Get stoked, get retarded, get retarded, get retarded. Let's get retarded. Let's get retarded in here. Let's get retarded. Let's get retarded in here.
Opie, you know, no one means to fall down. It was an accident.
Oh, I can't breathe.
I fell down on my treadmill. How many times must I have to say that?
You're a liar.
I'm not lying.
You got punched in the jaw.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you, Di. I'm just gonna hit your face with a treadmill.
It has nothing to do with that. I fell down on my freaking treadmill, and he even told you that. He even told you that. You know, I mean, why
Fell
would I lie
into
about
the
something like that?
treadmill.
I fell on the wire.
A couple of foot-pounds per second.
I fell.
I wouldn't hurt one
wire.
hair on her greasy head.
Oh my God! I don't have a greasy head.
I love the fat bitch.
That is not nice.
She has a period in the elevator.
That is so not nice.
You stupid bitch. We're not talking about you. You just happen to still be on the phone.
Okay.
Do you know what they're referring to? Do you know what they're referring to at all?
What are they referring to?
Oh.
She knows not a clue. She has not a
For
clue.
the people out there that now they got it figured out because the music's playing.
Okay. What music?
You are really stupid.
All booze and no job all day makes Die an unfit mother.
I am not an unfit mother. I am not unfit. I'm a very good mom, as a matter of fact.
Of course you are.
All right. You're such a good mom. Where's your son right now?
If you are a good mother, where is your son?
My son is in school right now.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Who does he stay with? Who does your son stay with?
Does it make any difference right now?
Well, it's obviously not you if
Over
you're such
here,
a good
and he
mother.
can stay over my father's house.
If you're such a good mother, he would be with you, no?
Who just said that?
The beer bottle. It's
Opie?
talking to
No.
you.
My son right now.
The big pink
Don't worry
elephant,
about where
you
my
drunk.
son's staying. He's in the family, okay?
It's a big pink elephant talking to you, drunk. Hello, Dai. How are you? More beer. This is the elephant. This is the elephant speaking. Where's your son? If you're such a good mother, where is he now? He's not with you, so you're a horrible mother.
The elephant? Who's this?
Oh, my God, this fucking whore is like 20 seconds behind everything you fucking say.
brother again.
And then when you talk, she asks you another fucking question, you stupid idiot.
Brother.
What?
Don't worry about where my son is staying.
Well, the point is, you
Good
say you're a
man.
good mother, but you can't be so good if they took him away and put him somewhere else. Is that right? You will never get him back, ever.
Di, do you realize that Jack Torrance was a better parent?
Mom Taff. Mom Taff. Mom Taff. Mom Taff. Mom Taff.
Hang up the phone. Di, hang up the phone.
I'm not going to hang up.
Hang up the phone.
Just admit that you got punched in the face, and we'll all be friends again.
Look,
could a 350-pound woman fall off a treadmill?
You want me to lie to you now?
How could a 350-pound drunk moose fall off a fucking treadmill?
Excuse me, I'm not 300.
You've never even seen a treadmill.
Yeah, Lady Di, you realize you're too wide to fall over, you idiot?
Well, you know, I'm only
Gotta
defending
squeeze
myself.
in between the rails of the treadmill.
Right.
Who do you think you're
I fell on the wire by the treadmill where you plug it in.
Oh, now it's a wire. She wasn't even on the treadmill. Now she fell over a wire on the treadmill. She's going to say, I fell on the stairs that was the floor, 3 floors up from the treadmill. But it was close enough, right?
I did fall down the stairs one time.
All right.
Of course you did, right. And it was a punch to the fucking face. You call that the stairs. Is that what they call it nowadays? Cunt.
No, I did not punch myself at all
He's gone.
when I fell down the stairs. But that did happen one time.
All right, Lady Di.
Yes.
This is a talk radio show. We're not your friends. I don't really care about your life at all, and that's true. So if you want to call the program with something we're talking about, that would be great. We love the input of the actual listeners of the show.
Okay.
But you have nothing.
Mom Taff. Mom Taff.
Well, you know, I'm friends with yours. I'll always be friends with you guys.
I gotta get up to the Overlook Hotel. The caretaker up there is a big, fat, unfit mother. Turned out to be a real asshole.
Hello, is anybody passed out?
Oh, boy. I am neither, and neither. Okay? I am not unfit. I am not big, and I'm not fat.
Right.
You're not fat?
And she would have the same problem as Shelley Duvall, but it would be the front door she couldn't get through.
Run,
Danny, run!
I can't get through the front door.
Oh, boy. But I'm telling you that I will be okay.
Lady Di, if your scale's telling you you're not fat, you should throw it out the window.
You want me to step on the scale right now?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Hold on one second.
Can you get a DWI in a car?
Yeah.
Then you could get a DWI in the snowcat.
Oh, hold on.
I love these women that think they're not fat.
Hold on 1 second.
She's getting on the scale. Are we going to hear a boing?
No, you're not going to hear a boing. Hold on.
Do you have to drive down Route 80 to find a scale that's appropriate?
All right, hold on 1 second. You want to know my actual weight?
Yeah. And you said, by the way, that you're not fat.
195.
You don't think 195 is fat?
Well, it ain't skinny, but it's not big.
How tall are you?
5'7".
You're a fatso.
I'm not a fatso.
5'7", 195 pounds is fucking fat.
Okay, whatever you say, that's fucking fat.
I would say 5'7", 145 is fat.
I'm really surprised I'm 195 because about a month ago I weighed 200 pounds.
First of all, you're 197, so you're saying you lost 3 pounds in a month.
Actually, it says 190.
No, it doesn't say 190.
No, Jim.
You can't see it past your fat stomach. You're trying to jump off and guess before the thing swings back.
Oh, my God. I'm going to bring the scale over to the studio, and I'm going to prove it to you.
Jeff from Maryland saying someone hit her with an axe in the chest.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. No, I'm only kidding.
Oh, God. Terrific. Lady Di, you're one of these people that when you do die, that it's going to take them at least a week to 10 days to even know that you're dead.
That is not true, and
you're going to have to wait for the mailman to finally go, whoa, hey, something's going on here. The mail's piling up. Maybe I should call the cops to investigate. Because no one cares about you.
People saying she's slim if she's 8 feet tall. Yeah, you're...
Okay. I could deal with that.
I could be 8 feet tall.
I could deal with that.
What?
I could deal with what they're saying. I really need to lose weight. That's okay. You
never will. You're a waste. You have no motivation to do anything. You'll sit there, drink, not get a job, not get your son back.
No.
You're just a mess.
No and no and no.
Bye, Lady Di. Yeah. Do you have anything on the Randy Johnson thing? Because we're going to talk about that for a second.
Oh, Randy Johnson, he's going to make a good pitcher for the Yankees.
Why? He's
going to be okay.
Why?
Because, first of all, he's a very, very good pitcher. Okay, and second of all, I mean, George Steinbrenner, he buys the best out of everybody.
That's right, Maggie. That's what you got on the Randy Johnson thing?
And well, third of all, he pitched a perfect game when he was with Arizona. I remember that. I saw that.
Let me ask you a question, honestly. What subject are you informed about at all?
What subject?
Right question with a question.
Am I informed about it all?
Right, 2 questions with a question.
Okay.
2 questions.
What? Well, right now...
Drink the liquor. What?
Okay. No. I'm good with the New York Yankees.
You're not good with the Yankees.
Just like you're good at talking about Lost in Space?
Yeah.
All right. You're good at the...
You know what?
You're good at Yankee baseball talk. All right. Tell us something about the Yankees.
All right, about the Yankees.
Yeah, they're a baseball team.
Yeah. They have 3 perfect games so far. Yes, they are a baseball team. Duh. I know that. and third of all, no, they have like the best. They have the best people on their team.
The best people on their team.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
This is all you got on one of your favorite subjects, the New York Yankees?
Lady,
why not?
Lady Di, listen to me closely.
And you're a Yankee fan, Anthony.
Shut up. What subject do you think you are informed about? One thing on the face of this planet that you know something about. What is it?
Okay. Computers.
Computers. You know about computers.
Yeah. I know how to download stuff. Stuff like that.
Have you ever seen a little child's hand on a mouse going click, click?
Yes.
They're downloading stuff. That doesn't mean you know nothing. You know nothing.
The only time your hand is on a mouse is when you're trying to jump on a chair to escape him, you frightened elephant.
First of all, I don't have mice over here.
No, all right, what do you know?
No mice over here.
What do you know about computers?
I know how to download stuff.
How do you do that?
Well, very easy. You click on the button, and you download it and you put it into your file.
Your stupidity is monumental.
It is
giant.
All right, ask me something else.
No, how about offering something?
Yeah.
What are you informed about?
All right. I'm going to tell you something I'm informed about. The Beatles.
All right,
Beatles talk. That's good.
Okay.
Good. We're on to something. Okay.
Topical. Good.
Okay, go ahead. Ask me a question.
No, just speak about them in an informed fashion, and not with your childlike knowledge.
Speak about what do you mean? What are you talking about?
Oh my God! Just talk about the Beatles.
Paul, George, and Ringo.
Well, there's an expert if I've ever heard one. You're a true maven. I'm sorry I questioned your expertise. I didn't realize you were going to sling out the obscure information.
Well, what year was each one of them born? You could ask me that.
Who cares?
Okay. Never mind about that.
Exactly. You're probably looking it up online right now.
What else do you want to know?
Yeah, trivia.
She knows like basic trivia.
Well, she's sitting on the toilet right now, and she has like a Beatles book.
I'm on no toilet right now. I'm in my living room.
What is a toilet, stupid?
I guarantee that I could get this is probably hack radio at its best. I'm sure this has been done a million times, but I guarantee we could get a 12-year-old in here that knows more than you do.
Yep,
guaranteed.
Well, why don't you ask me something about the Beatles? I could tell you.
You tell us something about the Beatles.
Okay, all right. In my life, what record was it on?
I don't know, and I don't care.
See? It was on Rubber Soul.
Yeah.
Oh, and was
the thing she wears away when she walks 1 mile with that fat body.
I'm asking you a question, and I want you to tell me.
You're asking a trivia question. You're not speaking in an informed fashion.
All right, I'll give you another one. I'll Cry Instead. What record was that on?
Your life. Instead of taking care of your son, what are you going to do?
Stop already with that. What record was that on? And I'm saying record because it originally came out on record.
Why don't you do your son a favor and let someone else adopt them, so he has a chance at a good life.
Already?
So he has a chance at a good life.
Yeah.
My son is okay.
Well, maybe he wants to be more than okay.
Maybe he wants a mother that is there to love him and hug him and kiss him at the end of its school day.
Not visit her at a flop house.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
With roommates while there's empties
right,
all over the place. Maybe he wants to go home to a nice home with a nice cooked meal.
Yeah.
Well, when is that going to happen?
It's going to happen very soon.
When?
Sooner than you think.
Yeah, sure. Just like your job.
Well,
Lady
what do you
Di,
want me to say?
bottles at her feet.
I got you stumped with the Beatles, didn't I?
I guess.
Stumped.
I guess.
What was the question again?
The records that the Beatles made. I'll Cry Instead.
Oh, it was Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Unfit Mothers Band.
No, it was not Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Unfit Mothers Band. No, it was not.
Mothers Band?
Oh.
Mothers Band. I said Mothers Band. No.
All right, what album was it off?
Okay. I'll Cry Instead was on A Hard Day's Night.
It was off a little album called A Hard Day's Night.
Little song written in 1936.
Well,
it was in the movie.
Well, you showed us. Boy, this was much better than having Al Franken on our show. What the hell happened to Al Franken? This was called filler. Will you shut up? I'm not talking to you.
8:45 and 9. He might still call.
Yeah. He might still call?
Sure.
All right, Lady Di, proven once again you have absolutely nothing to offer society. Not just a radio show, but nothing to offer society.
If ever the world's safety hinges on knowing what Beatles song is on what Beatles album, perhaps then they could phone Lady Di and she could save the world.
Well,
other than that,
asked me what I know about, and I'm telling you what I know about.
Other than that, your life force on this planet is worthless.
And I have all their records, and I have most of their movies too.
They're awful movies.
Well, no, they're not awful movies.
They are.
No, they're not.
And you didn't speak in an informed fashion. You gave a little trivia, which you probably have right in front of you.
Watch this. What was your favorite Beatles movie?
My favorite Beatles movie?
Question.
It's a toss-up between A Hard Day's Night and Help.
All right.
Not the only one.
And why did you like the movie Help?
Well, I like the movie Help because they were escaping from something. Ringo had the ring on.
Like your son escaping from you.
Yes.
No. Ringo had that big ring on, and they were trying to like go after the diamond in the ring or something.
What
like
movie
that.
is this?
Help!
Oh, I thought it was what you refused with your alcoholism.
No, that's the name of the movie.
And you liked it because there was a ring, and they were trying to find the ring.
They were trying to cut the ring off of his finger.
Wow, you should review films for the Times. That was quite a synopsis.
What the movie's about?
Are you talking about Help or Lord of the Rings?
No, Help.
Oh, all right.
Movie Help.
I was a little confused. All right, and what was your favorite scene in the movie?
My favorite scene when they played their music every single time.
She doesn't know.
When they were by the beach and stuff like that.
Right. When they're by the beach and you were laying there and people were throwing water on you, they were playing music.
Don't I
roll her back in? All right, Lady Di, we got to go. I think Al Franken's calling in.
Oh, okay. All right, guys.
And we'll take a quick break. We'll talk to Al Franken hopefully next.
It was Whip 'em Out Wednesday, so I flashed some guy on the Long Island Expressway. He was involved in a 7-car pileup. There was blood and carnage everywhere. But my tits looked great.
Please, wow responsibly. A public service announcement of the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's everything. XM 202. XM News, Talk, Sports, and Information. 24/7.
XM 202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony program. The O&A virus spreading across America thanks to XM Satellite Radio. He's coming. Jimmy Norton stepped out for a second.
Little Jim.
On the phone, some intelligence, Anthony. We just had the stupid segment, and hopefully this will be much more intelligent than that last segment. Got to say hi to Al Franken. Al!
Hey, guys.
There he is.
How are you, sir?
Don't damn me with that intelligence thing.
No. Well, you obviously weren't listening to the program. We had someone on that was very, very stupid.
Who would that be?
This lady that we like to call Lady Di.
Yeah, she's a very, very unintelligent woman.
Is this one of these things where is she very, very sexy or something?
No, no, not at all. No. She's going through some hard times. Believe she drinks too much. She doesn't have a job. Her son was taken away from her.
And this is the stuff of humor on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Well, yeah, it could be. It's one of those things where we're trying an intervention with her on the air, trying to slap some sense into her, but she doesn't seem to want the help.
Is she just like a regular caller who's just become a?
Yeah, she's actually started out being a stalker on the show. She'd come down to the studio and bring gifts, and
I like that you have this backstory on things.
it's like
I can't wait to have a backstory on our show. We got to be around a lot longer.
Well, she's one half of the retarded Laverne and Shirley, if you really need to know.
Yeah, she's got a friend who's doing a little better than her.
Because her partner's just as dumb.
Well, I don't like that word.
Oh no,
you don't like the word retarded? Why?
Well, I think that it hurts the feelings of retarded people.
They don't. Why? They don't get it.
Retarded people. Yeah,
you have a point
actually.
there. No, I think it actually hurts the feelings of the parents.
Yeah, that's true.
People who are challenged.
We actually heard a tape of you at, I believe, the Democratic Convention, talking to somebody from, what the hell was that show called?
Hey,
How's your news?
How's your news?
Is it like a BBC show?
No, it's a show, and it's done with mentally challenged newscasters.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I understand. Yes.
Well, where the retarded kids interview
mentally challenged, Opie.
Well, yeah. I mean, go ahead. You express it the way you like.
And this guy was talking to you, and obviously it was very hard to understand anything he was saying.
Well, there were a couple guys, and one was smarter than the other.
Smarter.
Yeah, there was actually two guys who were, I think they're both Down syndrome.
Uh-huh.
And one actually made a lot of sense and was pretty smart.
It wasn't Bush and Cheney, was it?
Huh?
It wasn't Bush and Cheney, was it?
Oh, I get it. No, they're just
gonna
evil.
hate us. I know it. Yeah,
they're just, but and one made some sense.
Yeah,
and actually sort of we stayed with each other.
Yeah,
and then the other guy made no sense.
Yeah, the other guy you couldn't understand. I mean,
That's
you were being very
right.
diplomatic, Al.
So Al, you don't like labels. You don't like calling people retarded or any of that fun stuff.
Liar. I use liar probably more than a lot of people. So
heard that used a few times.
Yeah,
retarded is a little inappropriate.
Yeah.
It's okay. Listen, you're you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
How do you feel about genetic disaster?
A genetic disaster.
Hey, we got to laugh out here. Come on.
Yeah.
You're a comedian. Come on, you can find that's funny, sort of, right?
Some of the irreverent stuff he's written. I know. Stop.
Hi, your son's a genetic disaster. Ha ha ha. See, no one would laugh harder.
Exactly. So what do you got going on?
It really is as they position the flowers in front of that part of the family photo.
Did they position the flowers?
No, as they position the flowers in front of that part of the family photo, Jimmy kind of relating that perhaps some of those children will ruin the family photos.
Oh, I see.
Very inappropriate.
I got.
Yeah, I think Jimmy's just trying to be shocking, Al.
Not at all, actually. I didn't bring it up.
Jimmy's trying to keep that shock jock tag or something.
Yeah.
Never.
Well, that's why you're on satellite.
Yeah. So we got thrown off a regular radio, Al.
So how does that work? Is that working well, the satellite thing?
It seems to be working very well. We have the freedom to say a lot of stuff that we just used to not be able to say. Of course, we still can't have a couple go into a church and have sex or anything.
Why not?
But we, I don't know, people seem to be a little sensitive about that.
Okay, I can see the church being sensitive.
Yeah, the church gets a little sensitive. A couple of people write some letters, and then we get thrown off the air.
But you don't get thrown off satellite. It's impossible.
No, satellite's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. If there is a way, we'll probably figure it out eventually. But yeah, it's a little rough. Well,
then you go to the other satellite channel.
Yeah.
If they're still in existence, where they're hemorrhaging cash, I don't think they'll be around for too much longer.
True. Very good, Jimmy. What do you got going on your program today?
Well, we have David Brock, who is head of Media Matters for America. He was the former right-wing hitman working for the Republicans and
now he's a turncoat.
And now he's seen the light and he is sort of monitoring them. He's like a media watchdog group, so he'll be heads it, and he usually brings in some great lies and outrages coming from the right.
You guys love putting those turncoats on. I love it.
Well, he really is. He's someone I think who genuinely had a crisis of conscience, and I admire him actually.
I have a question for you. This is just I think when Ben called to get you on the show, because I'm actually a fan. We all love what you do.
Okay.
I think it was the agent of the publicist was asking us what our political affiliations are. I don't know if that comes from you or if that's just them kind of being overprotective. Why would they ask that?
Because I don't actually mind going on right-wing shows because then, usually, first of all, if you go on a right-wing show and the people aren't, the radio guy isn't very smart, that's great.
Right.
And if he is smart, then it's fun, So I don't mind that at all. But that might have been, I don't even know who called you up, and
it might have been them just being a little bit, or maybe just giving you a heads up. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, there is the occasional right-wing person who is just so obnoxious.
Yeah.
I mean, in the sense of, I think almost trying to provoke me from the beginning by saying things that are stupid / not true / insulting.
Kind of like a Ted Nugent.
Probably we'd get along.
You think?
Really?
If I was on Nugent's show.
He's consistent. I mean, Ted Nugent, he annoys me. I'm more conservative. He bugs me, too. He's a bit self-righteous, but at least he's consistent.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about, they're usually, I hate to say this, but it's often these women, these right-wing women.
Yeah.
Who, in addition to everything else, are quite... and it's men too, but there's a certain level of ill-informed stupidity.
Yeah, the right-wing women are never as intelligent and likable as the left-wing ones like Janine Garofalo.
Well, I really do, and she's funny. I'm talking about, just,
Ann Coulter.
Ann is. I'm talking about, Ann is just deliberately dishonest and crafts her lies in a way that I find astounding, and is sort of shrill and strident and mean. I'm talking about just plain old dumb.
Do you think like I seem like the Democratic Party seems to really kind of be looking for somebody? It doesn't seem like there's anybody coming out, because like you look at New York, which is typically very liberal, and yet they've had 2 Giulianis and one Bloomberg and Governor Pataki now, and it seems like in California they have Schwarzenegger.
Well, I think we have Elliot Spitzer is going to be a force in New York and in national politics.
You also thought Kerry was going to win, didn't you?
You're not that bummed that he lost, right, Al?
I am bummed that he lost.
I mean, but do you honestly think he would have got the job done? I mean, I was hoping that we would have gotten a much better candidate.
I think he's been a better president, certainly, than a candidate. And, I think he's a serious guy, and I think that's one of the reasons he lost, is that he's just, kind of thoughtful. And
I just think the Republicans know how to campaign better.
Well, this time they did.
Yeah.
They didn't in 1992 and 1996.
You're not from the school of they stole Ohio this time around?
No.
Okay.
Our show, we call ourselves the most responsible show on radio. We looked at that, and we had guys on from MIT and Cornell who were, experts in voting machines and in this process. And no, we never believed on our show that the election was stolen. We believe that there are irregularities and things to look at, and that we do need. I cheered on Barbara Boxer because I think it needed to be underlined that there were some irregularities, and I think we need change by the next election to make sure. It's ridiculous to have Republican secretaries of state, or for that matter, Democratic secretaries of state, making arbitrary calls about the way elections are held in states.
I think the Democrats should concentrate in the next 4 years a little more on a candidate instead of voting irregularities, though. You have 4 years to come up with a candidate.
I don't think that you do one at the exclusion of the other, and I think you're right. I think we need, sometimes I consider myself in show business, call it casting. We need
another Clinton. Guy had some charisma.
Easy to say, though. That's easy to say. But like a Barack Obama, he won't probably be ready in 4 years. But there's a guy who I think everyone really responded to.
I don't think America's ready for a black president.
Unless he's conservative. I think a conservative black president has a better shot.
So.
No, I'm saying he has a better shot, I think. And probably as a vice president, it would have to be a guy like Colin Powell or somebody who people already like.
Colin Powell said no, I'm not going to do it. But this is what I always said, that for as a Jew, that looking at Colin Powell, I think the first Jew to be elected president will have to be a 4-star general.
Yeah.
It gave me the idea that we Jews should look for a high-ranking Jew in the military and start grooming for at the White House. I did some research, and unfortunately, it turns out that currently the highest-ranking Jew in the military is the comptroller of the Coast Guard. So things aren't looking good on that.
No. And what about Hillary?
Hillary, I was kind of like after the election saying, oh, boy, she's divisive, a lot of people don't like her. But she said something I thought was really interesting. She said, yeah, well, Bush is divisive, and it seems to have worked for him. So when she said that, I like Hillary tremendously. I do, and I think she'd be a great president.
But the same question. I mean, do you think the country's ready for a female president?
Well, again, I think it depends who it is. And,
but the Democrats just have to stop with the gag, prop, gimmick type candidates.
Well, I don't think that Kerry was a gimmick.
No. I mean, because looking to the future now, you're hearing people talk about Obama and Hillary and stuff.
I don't think he's a gimmick. I think he's the real deal. Here's a guy who was, head of the Harvard Law Review when he was at Harvard. He, had the chance. Those guys usually have the chance to clerk for a Supreme Court judge, and then
I understand.
Into big, corporate practice. And he went to the South Side of Chicago and worked with
baddest part of town.
Huh?
South side of Chicago, baddest part of town.
Yeah, and
Go
he
down
went
there, you
and
better
worked
just
with-
beware.
And I think he's the real deal. I really do.
But has he done anything though, or has he? I mean, he made a great speech at the Democrat National Convention. He's obviously a very charismatic guy and a very electric speaker. But has he really done anything like politically that way you would go, okay, this is a guy for these reasons?
Yeah,
or just his speaking ability.
He moved things through the legislature in Illinois that where he worked with Republicans and got things done.
Is he from Vernon Hills, Illinois?
Actually, I don't know what I think he's from the South Side of Chicago in terms of where he went. I don't think he didn't grow up in Illinois. Did he?
Oh, okay. No, someone said he was from. There's a club called Zanies out there.
You
I know
plug
Zanies,
ass.
yeah. I did Zanies once, but it was in Chicago.
No, there's one in Chicago, one in Vernon Hills.
Walked into a plug is what you did.
walked into a Jim Norton plug.
Zanies?
Yeah, he's
Oh, it's this Friday and Saturday. I'll be performing there, but that was not why I mentioned that.
Is he the worst or what, Al?
You know what? I know that Obama goes to the Zanies. He loves that Zanies.
Loves to laugh.
Because that is a great Zanies. They have only the best.
Let me ask. This is something that, like, I mean, I'm a comic too, so I have to deal with a lot of the stuff in show business and the people above you. It seems like to me, like the left in the last X amount of years has gotten very, very self-righteous and very, very the conservatives were always the ones who suppressed freedom of speech. I mean, you look what happened to Lenny Bruce and blah blah blah, and it seems like now it's the ultra left who is doing that.
You mean like hate speech kind of stuff?
Not well. I think a lot of times genuine hate speech.
Let's look at this. Who fined Howard Stern?
Oh, absolutely the conservatives.
Yeah.
All conservatives.
No, well, it's not all. I mean, yeah, but I mean, those people, the FCC there is conservative. Michael Powell runs a conservative FCC.
Well, he was, I think, a Clinton appointee, but yeah, I mean, that's all.
No, actually not.
No?
No.
All right.
Bush made him head of the FCC.
Oh, but wasn't he appointed to the FCC by Clinton?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he was.
Well, maybe, but whether or not, it's now a Republican FCC,
right.
and they're the ones who made the fine.
And the complaints all came from, I think we talked about this once, I think 99% of all complaints came from the Parents Television Council.
Yeah, which is Brent Bazell's right-wing group.
Yeah, very conservative.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think it's easy to say that, these liberals with their political correctness saying you can't say, you hate black people. All that, politically correct garbage. But then when I'll give you an example. Michael Savage, right around the time that Stern was being fined, Michael Savage was during Abu Ghraib, was saying things like, they should take these prisoners and take them up in a plane and shove dynamite up their rectums and drop them from a plane.
Did he really mean that?
Yeah, and then that's fine.
All right, so you're saying he was being practical.
Well, he was, I don't know, you'd just seen Scarface or something. But what I'm saying is that hate speech seems to be fine to the FCC.
But hate speech is not illegal unless you're inciting somebody. Obviously, under freedom of speech, what do you have? I think it's time, place, and manner. You can't yell fire in a movie theater. Hate speech is not an FCC violation.
Right.
Well, it seems obscene, doesn't it? I mean, isn't it just in the mind of what's obscene is in the mind of 3 FCC commissioners?
Well, here's what I will say about hate speech. Legitimate hate speech, kill Jews or kill black is disgusting. But it
That's
seems
legitimate, yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
I agree with that, but it seems to me like a lot of people, like I was arguing with some female comic once, she was saying Andrew Dice Clay spouted hate speech, and it seems to me like on the left, a lot of times people will hide behind hate speech to just to quell or quash things that they just think are unpopular and that they don't like.
Yeah, that's there's a difference here. You can say I don't like Andrew Dice Clay. There's another thing about Andrew Dice Clay shouldn't be allowed to do what Andrew Dice Clay does, which is ridiculous.
And I
thought Andrew Dice Clay had some very funny stuff.
Agreed, but the point is that what she was doing was hiding behind the term hate speech, which gets this knee-jerk reaction when it wasn't hate speech, and it also takes away from genuine hate speech when it's done.
I'm in total agreement. Well said.
Al, a better example is the FCC had no problem with I think it was Sean Hannity playing the audio of someone being beheaded.
Right.
Which I think is, I think it all should be on the radio. But if you're going to be talking about obscene, I think that is much more detrimental to the children, because let's face it, it's all about the children as far as the FCC is concerned. I think that's a better example. I was outraged, even though I think it should be on the radio.
It's more disturbing to listen to than it is having some girl talk about her cans.
Right.
Yeah, to veer off, I was just did a USO show tour, and I went to Kuwait and Iraq and Afghanistan, and God, I met a soldier who was in counterintelligence in Kuwait who had just come out of Iraq, and with tears in his eyes, he explained part of what his job was in counterintelligence, which was to view the tapes of people getting beheaded.
Ugh.
And so that he could try to determine if it was the same people doing it each time. And he just said, I've seen things that people no one should ever have to see, and at a certain point of it, he couldn't take it anymore. And there is this morbidity in our culture that is. I remember debating Ann Coulter, and she was saying that Abu Ghraib was overcovered, and that we weren't covering the beheadings enough. And her argument was that on the internet, the beheadings are the most clicked on things or whatever. And I said, that's because people just are morbid. That's not because they are more interested in the, torture or the abuses of the terrorists.
Isn't that the same reason they looked at the Abu Ghraib photos? The same morbidity?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, except the importance of showing the Abu Ghraib photos was we're responsible for that. We're not, you know what I mean?
Let me tell you something. When I look at anything having to do with the beheadings, it's really horribly disturbing. When I was looking at the Abu Ghraib pictures, okay, obviously we shouldn't have been doing that.
Of course.
But it was nothing that made me go, oh my God, this is so horrific. I cannot even believe that this is happening.
And now, this is one thing. When you talk about like the way we covered Abu Ghraib, people in this country were outraged. But when you look at the beheadings, or how Al Jazeera wouldn't show what Margaret Hassan, her name was, I think. Remember when she was making a plea for her life and she passed out and they threw water in her face. And even that was so reprehensible, Al Jazeera wouldn't show it, and I think they wouldn't show it because they knew that on some level they agree with the motives of these terrorists, if not the means, and they felt it would hurt the cause. Al Jazeera wouldn't show that because they knew it would hurt the insurgents' cause.
Yeah, why? I think that should have been shown by Al Jazeera, and I think that and I think it was right for us to show Abu Ghraib.
I agree,
because it's our responsibility. What's interesting is I did a USO show at Abu Ghraib last month. It was the first one done at Abu Ghraib. And, the guys serving there now are living with the stigma of what happened.
Right.
And they're different people. But believe it or not, I was traveling with the Sergeant Major of the Army, who's the highest ranking non-com in the Army, and he was leading our tour. And the commander at Abu Ghraib introduced him by saying, "Let's give a warm Abu Ghraib welcome to." I kid you not.
That's nice.
With no irony whatsoever.
That's funny.
We're like from there, oh my God.
Do you think, here's the thing I've always think, do you think the main problem with Abu Ghraib was that people were so outraged, or the fact that people just don't like Linda England because she kind of looks like John Larroquette?
I thought you were going to say John Cougar Mellencamp. I think that it was, we're better. We're supposed to be better than that.
Yeah, I agree.
It was a huge, huge. On the one hand, showing it. I mean, it's a huge tactical mistake, and and we have done everything it seems like we could to build this insurgency from the very beginning, from not securing, these so there wasn't looting, to not building up their infrastructure and spending money on reconstruction. All of that stuff we just screwed up.
But it seems like every time, this is the thing I disagree with, because it seems like every time we try to get the infrastructure going, whether it's the police or the army or the pipeline, insurgents blow it up. And al-Zarqawi, I guess, came over from Afghanistan, and it just seems like as soon as Saddam was captured and people realized that, okay, he really is gone, that's when everything heated up. And I'm wondering,
No, I mean, everything's heated up before then, they were saying, "Oh, they're desperate. That's why this is happening." What we should have done is, and I talked to officers over there, and the more I got to know them, the more frank they seem to be, and they believe that, first of all, a lot of them believe we never should have gone in. That's not to say they're not trying to do their job. Right. They are. But many of them are very, very angry at Rumsfeld for not sending in enough troops at the beginning.
Okay.
Because we could have secured the country, could have prevented looting. You remember when the looting started, Rumsfeld said, well, people in a free society are free to do what they want. And they aren't. We aren't. I didn't know that. We in the United States are not free to loot.
No.
And I think that was that mindset, which is that they're not like us. They're subhuman or something.
No. My point is, where was this anger when, like al-Sadr, who Saddam murdered his father? Where was his uprising and his anger when Saddam was there?
Against Saddam,
I mean,
right.
We haven't been perfect, but let's be honest. Anyone that can make a comparison between the U.S. military and the reign of Saddam Hussein, they're obviously, completely separate things. So where was this anger and this outrage?
And insurgency.
Where was it when he was raping and murdering them at an alarming rate?
Well, we were, of course, helping him.
How?
Well, by arming him.
When did we arm him? When he was fighting Iran? We helped Bin Laden.
We armed him in the 80s. We gave him loans.
But again, that was to fight the Iranians.
Top-loading VCRs?
Yeah, to fight the Iranians.
It's the 80s.
Exactly.
But that wasn't helping him kill his own people. That wasn't an intent.
Oh, yes, it was. When do you think he gassed the Kurds?
No, but I'm saying that wasn't the intent. That wasn't the intent. Like when we sold...
Yeah, but, he would gas the Kurds and then we'd help him.
Yeah, but we sold all these planes to Iran right before the Shah was overthrown by the Ayatollah, and we certainly didn't do
that.
But it wasn't done with the intent of using these planes to kill people, although the Iranians couldn't figure them out. So,
yeah, we're not so much talking about the equipment that we were giving to help him.
We were aware of what Saddam was doing, and then in spite of being aware of what he was doing, we were helping.
Well, he was gassing the Kurds when in the 80s. We were helping him fight Iran.
Yeah, and you remember Rumsfeld went over there and shook his hand, and we at that point were more afraid of Iran. So after he had gassed the Kurds, we continued to support him. We supported him all the way through until he invaded Kuwait.
Yeah, but then that's quite a few years ago now. Where was this insurgency?
Yeah, I know, but you're asking me where was our outrage when he was gassing?
No. Where was the outrage of the people? I'm saying where was the uprising of the people like al-Sadr? That's what I'm saying.
Oh well, they lived in a horrible dictatorship, and if they if they were what we've done is one of the officers up there told me, a pretty high-ranking officer said that he had been in the 91 Gulf War, and he felt that Bush had made the right call, the first Bush, because he said that Saddam was the lesser of three evils. I said, well, what are the other two? And he said the Sunnis and the Shias. And I think we went in there very believing our own propaganda. I think we went in believing Chalabi, who it turns out is, Iranian spy. We just, we had a president who went to war basically because he felt God told him to go to war.
Well, you just said that that Saddam gassed his own people and that they were living under a horrible dictatorship.
Right.
But in the same thing, the left will kind of say, well, we never should have done anything to get him out.
Well, I don't think that there's horrible dictatorships all over the place. Do you want to invade Sudan right now?
No. But no, I'm not saying we should invade every place, but it just seems like you can't win when it comes to the left on this one at all. Like if we don't invade, we're wrong for not helping, and if we do invade, we're wrong.
People said that. I think people on the left were saying we should contain the guy.
And we should do something in Sudan, to be honest with you. We should do something.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Well, we should do something. I mean, Muslims are, not behaving well.
Well, I mean, and also in Sudan, they killed a couple million Christians in southern Sudan. And that's, I mean, if we weren't stretched so thin in Iraq, it's there's all kinds of places in the world where we could use our forces.
Mm-hmm.
We have North Korea and Iran actually are developing or have nuclear weapons.
Yes.
We were told because Bush wanted there to be nuclear weapons in Iraq or a program to develop them. We were told that there were, and there weren't.
Yeah, we all found that out.
Yeah. Delpher actually today, it's in the paper today. They're just completely giving up.
Yeah, they gave up on the WMD. Just gave up.
Yeah. I mean, and yet most people who voted for Bush believe that they had found WMD in
Can't we all
Iraq.
just get along?
Can't we all just get
didn't
along?
want to?
It's Team America.
Huh?
We're just wishing everyone could just get along now.
And the next time we
I
talk
do
to
too.
you, we have to wrap this up, but the next time we talk to you, there were no WMDs, but we'll talk about how Hans Blix did say that he thought Saddam was bluffing to make the world think he had them to avoid an invasion.
Very good.
Yeah, no. It's a real complicated. We fell for what Saddam was doing. I think Saddam was actually pretending he had him to scare other people his enemies in Iraq and in Iran, and to be a big guy in the Arab world. I've got WMD.
Right.
Yeah, and he fooled everybody.
And he fooled us because we go like, why would he pretend to have him?
Final question, Al. Final question. Eddie Murphy, good guy?
I like Eddie, yeah. I mean, I don't know Eddie that well.
When was the last time you talked to Eddie Murphy?
Well, it'd be a while ago. It would be a while ago. Probably, I can't remember. I did a film. I did Trading Places with him.
Oh my God, that's right. He wasn't.
Of course he was in it. I love that movie, by the way.
What time is your show on, and how can people hear it?
It's noon to 3. We're on Sirius. We're on XM. We're
you're on XM 167.
Yeah, is that it? And we're also
America
in
Left.
45 markets, and you also can stream us, and we're I think the #1 streamed live audio at AirAmericaRadio.com.
All right. Continued success, my friend.
Thank you, guys. It was fun talking to you.
Take care, Al.
Thank you,
Okay,
Al.
I'll talk to you soon, I hope.
All right, buddy. There he goes, Al Franken. All right. Joe Rogan is calling in any minute.
Oh, cool.
A real friend of the show. A real friend.
And an animal. Joe is an animal.
In what way? Well, he's
Just
a workout.
martial artist.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Just, he's an animal. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
a real martial artist.
And when we had our trouble, he went right on his website and just spewed like
Really?
I've never seen someone spew before about the
What a
Catholic
guy.
Church. Maybe we could get into that a little bit. I mean, he had some really interesting things to say about the Catholics.
All right.
In honor of Al Franken, let's play this, and we'll continue.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double time out.
Stop. I can't breathe. Stop.
All right. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Ladies, if you're wowing out there, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate it. Guys, if you're looking for some topless broads on the highway, you got to get a wow on your car. Homemade wow signs work. We got the wow bumper stickers. We'll give them to you. Just send a self-addressed stamped envelope to XM Satellite Radio, 111 West 57th Street, Suite 500, New York, 10019. Just write attention wow stickers, and we'll get them out to you immediately. I think that address is up on opieandanthony.com at this point.
Of course it is.
And the video of the audio clip we just played is now back up on foundrymusic.com and opieandanthony.com. All right? Al Franken was cool, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was interesting to listen to.
Our listeners are hysterical, though. Like, you'll read one instant feedback, and it's, you let him off so easy. I know you're not conservatives per se, but I was a little disappointed. Like, they want us to yell at people.
That's too easy. It's like we do that all the time. We don't need to. Like, let him do what he wants to say. No one was sitting there going, "Okay, you're right, Al. He talked, we talked. So what?"
Yeah.
I love when we get serious and do politics all of a sudden. It goes back to an old joke or old thing we talked about in an interview.
Yeah.
It comes in. This just in, CNN is doing dick jokes.
Doing dick jokes. You know, you get someone like Al Franken on, yeah, I don't agree with his politics at all. But I'm not going to get into one of those stupid yelling matches that just are all showbiz.
Yeah.
Let the guy express his points. We'll chime in with ours, and that's it.
This isn't crossfire.
Because then if you get into a yelling match, then you get half of the instant feedbacks are, you know, you conservative lick ass, you suck, you know.
And then if you're too light on him, it's like, oh, you liberal ass. You can't win.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't, Ant.
I was just going to say that.
Right or wrong?
You got to take up my philosophy.
What's that?
I just don't care what the listeners think.
I don't care.
I really don't care.
I should have just done Beatles trivia. Yeah. What a tool.
All right. Well, hopefully Joe Rogan's going to call before the show ends.
I hope so.
We're running out of show here.
I don't know.
I don't want to get physical with him.
The Randy Johnson soap opera is pretty much over. Yesterday we were talking about Randy
Yeah.
Johnson. A cameraman got in his face while he was trying to get his physical done, and it was a whole big thing. Looked like Randy Johnson was just having a bad day and just didn't want...
Yeah.
I don't know, because the cameraman really didn't do anything. He really didn't.
I don't think he's used to that kind of thing.
Well, Randy Johnson, obviously just signed with the Yankees. There's a lot of interest there, so of course you're going to have the paparazzi and the camera people following your every move for the first week or so, and then it'll die down more or less.
I think they'll hound him for a while.
Well,
especially after what happened.
He was just on Regis, pitching to Regis.
Pitching to Regis. Look at what a big guy you are. Let me see that schlong. I bet you hung like herky jerky Ben.
So, Randy Johnson went on Letterman last night. We got a quick clip, but the saga is officially over.
I'm sure the press was, I'm sure the press was told, get on this guy. And I'm sure his people probably told him, look, this is New York. The press is really going to hound you. So the first time he gets, they get together, he kind of, is really on the defensive, because I'm sure his people said, look, you got to watch the New York press. This New York press is notorious for being scumbags.
Yeah, the camera guy.
Don't let them all off the hook. Yeah, that camera guy in particular didn't do anything that
really
bad.
do much now.
But the New York press is scumbags, so he was probably really on his guard. When that happened, he figured he'd jump at him first, and he came off looking like an idiot.
Hey, don't talk back to me.
Yeah, don't talk back to me. I'm a cameraman. I'm taping you. I'm not talking to you.
Sometimes you'll find them in bushes.
Yeah.
These camera people. They'll be in bushes while you're in...
They'll hide.
While you're in the ER with your daughter. And
True,
some people wonder why, the photographers would be in the bushes.
Yeah.
How would they even know I'm at the ER with my daughter?
Yeah.
But they got a job to do.
And the pictures don't get printed because sometimes you make a deal with the newspaper that you'll give them an exclusive interview.
Right.
If they bury that story.
So, they'll work with you a little bit.
Sometimes. But in general, I don't care.
I really don't care myself. No. We're going to replay the latest I Don't Care, by the way. But first, here's Randy Johnson on Letterman putting this to bed, Anthony. Putting this to bed.
And what did happen earlier? Was it yesterday with the guy at the camera?
Talking about that.
Yeah. But to me, honest to God, a guy comes up and sticks a camera in your face. You can't do that.
You're absolutely right. I was wrong.
No, you were not wrong. Yeah, you had the mistake of taking your face out of the hotel.
Well, I guess coming from a small market in Montreal where I first played, Arizona, Seattle, I guess I'm just not used to photographers jumping out of the bushes and all that. But there's no doubt I was wrong, regretful.
No, please, please. You didn't do anything wrong.
All right, you're right.
You're completely backwards. This guy was a goon and a thug.
You're right.
He should be apologizing to you.
Applause break. Turn on the applause signs for Letterman.
Hey, he should be apologizing to you, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Good thing,
Dave, stop.
Good thing Randy's not a comic. Dave would have bumped him for 2 weeks.
First of all, the cameraman didn't jump out of the bushes. Maybe he was talking figuratively.
He did kind of come out of nowhere, though. Like all of a sudden, boom, there he is.
I think Randy Johnson handled it well by going on the shows, going, look, I was wrong, whatever.
Yeah,
okay?
definitely diffused
That's what you got to do.
Oh, he's smiling in the papers today here in New York.
Oh, anytime a camera's in front of him now, well, believe me, Jimmy could get a picture with him now. Just walk up to him, hi, can I get a picture? Sure.
Hi, Jim Norton, XM Radio, Kevin Fell. Sure. I'll stop by the house and take one.
Come on in.
I hope Gene pushes somebody. Then I can ask for a picture. When he agrees, I can go no and tell him his audio tape stinks.
Ooh, that would really make you happy. Yeah, that's going to happen. That's got a chance of happening.
Probably not. I'm just speculating. Peculiar. With him, a little Marianne. Maybe people in Australia. Oh, this guy's really interesting. Tell us more about your philosophy.
Your philosophy that only works if you're a rich rock star.
Yeah, if you're a bassist in one of the biggest rock bands of all time. Sure, sleep with who you want. That advice works if you're a schlub driving a forklift. Just tell your wife that you want to see other people.
Yeah. Ugh. Tell her you want to see other people. Oh, really, Gene? You can do that? Yeah. Why? Because you're rich, right?
Yeah.
No, Gene. No.
If he talks one more time about the species, the gender, or the instincts, I'm going to take a spitball and blow it in his stupid lower lip. Big fat lower lip.
Drive safely.
Drive safely.
You just let Uncle Ted do all the... All right. Shut up.
Yeah, you're brave now that he's not in front of your face.
I'm not, dude. I like Nugent. I'm not intimidated by him. I think he's a bright guy, but I don't think he's this. Watch out! This caustic genius is stopping through. Loud never impressed me, but
Caustic genius.
But you understand what I'm saying? I think he's
next time he's on the phone, you can tell him yourself.
Well, he was okay, but the only thing I didn't like, I told you this, was that he thought that by saying something we were just playing devil's advocate. I was just making a joke. It was like, relax, dude. Just pay attention to what's going on in the moment. Don't lump every radio person you talk in. You know, like we're all like, Nugent's stopping through. Better be on guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one cares. You like guns. Another rich rock star.
Speaking of not caring, quickly, because we have to play this again.
I don't care.
Because I know the cease and desist is on its way, I'm sure.
It's gotta be.
So we should get our fill before we have to say goodbye to this. But we got the latest Howard I don't care thing.
This is from yesterday, right?
I don't know. He's doing it all the time. So
doing it, every day there's just this rant of I don't cares.
This is the latest one, and he doesn't care so much that I think he's starting to care.
He's starting to care, or he's starting to try to say that him not caring doesn't mean he cares. Wants everyone to know that him not caring doesn't mean that he cares, because he actually...
Because it's starting to look like he
care.
might care because he's not caring so much, and he's pretty much telling people that, no, he truly doesn't care.
Oh, car chase, pedestrians. Oh.
What happened?
I don't know, that guy, he's like cutting people up, he's hitting people. There's a car chase on the TV, so I was a little distracted, but he drove up a road, and then there were pedestrians crossing the street.
Oh.
And he actually stopped.
Well, I heard he made the engine loud so no, pain in the ass, innocent bystander pedestrians would get in the way.
So, Anthony, in honor of Howard Stern's, I think he's 55 today.
Yeah, happy birthday, man. There you go.
I might be off by a year, but I think it's the big 5-5 this year. Either way, he's close.
Off by a year? There's no way he's 56. He's not 56.
Either way, he's closer to 60 than 40. So whatever.
Well, that way, yeah.
That's a real good age to go into satellite radio, a new venture. Sure, worked for so many other people at the end of their careers. But good luck to you. So here's the latest. I don't care, Anthony.
Right
from our pal Howie.
I don't care. I don't care.
Who cares? I don't care anymore about them dicking with me. I'm talking about from my point of view. I really don't give a rat's ass. I'm going off to do my thing. I'm going off to do my thing.
Keep doing what you're doing, Howard.
Yeah, who cares? I don't care anymore about them dicking with me because you can't really do anything to me. I mean, what are you going to do? Pull me off the air? You're just bumming out the fans. But, I mean, do what you want. I don't care. Who cares? And I know I keep saying I don't care, so that must mean I care.
Yeah, you care, Howard. You definitely
care. I don't care. Who cares? And I know I keep saying I don't care, so that must mean I care. I don't care. Who cares? All right, hey, anyway, thanks.
I don't care.
That's great.
I don't care.
I know by saying I don't care.
Dude, I can play that another 10 times and
means I care.
It'll be just as funny.
I don't care. He's hearing it. That's great.
Oh, of course he's hearing it. Yeah, make believe you don't listen to us, Howard. Sure. All right, whatever.
My Escalade.
I know for a fact.
My
he
stretch
listens to us.
Escalade that takes me out to the Hamptons.
By the way, I have to interject.
Yes.
That we do have to say we are saying goodbye to somebody today.
Who?
Oh. Which we can't forget to say goodbye.
Who?
That's true.
Who?
The young strapping buck.
Who? Who?
Who?
We're losing an intern.
Oh, Noah's going?
Yeah.
We're losing an intern.
2 interns, actually.
Yeah.
Who's the other one?
Mike.
Oh, no, he was never really here.
He was a nice guy,
Ouch.
Mike. We didn't get to hang with him that much, but he was a nice guy. He did a nice job.
He was very quiet.
Yeah, quiet.
He was a quiet fellow. He didn't get to bang a porn star like our intern Noah here.
Noah had sex with a porn star.
We'll always have that.
You'll always have that to take away from this program.
We will be talking about that for years to come.
Great.
I just found out today you're leaving. Why are you leaving?
I'm broke. I have no money, and I can't really afford to do this anymore. I got another job somewhere, so I got to pretty much make that my priority.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to
promote your new job?
Not really. I've been over there for a while. I'm a producer for another radio show in New York.
Cool.
Oh, it's not on 57th Street, is it?
No, it's not. It's
Boy Noah.
Somewhere else. Somewhere else.
Noah. Noah.
Are you still in touch with the porn star?
Yeah,
I forgot her name actually.
Candy.
Candy.
And
Right.
I think she's coming into New York at the end of the month. She wants to do the show again, but
Oh,
she was
and
supposed
you
to get in
won't-
touch with you.
and you
guys.
won't be around.
Yeah.
Jim, you might have a shot
Give
this
me
time.
shot.
Oh, maybe I can get it for $250.
Yeah.
There's a whole new batch of interns coming in.
We have?
So look out.
Would you mind if she banged another intern?
Not really.
That would
We
hurt
still
you.
see each other.
Yeah,
As long as they're paying.
Danny's got thumbs up in there.
We gave Danny a shot in here allegedly, and we saw what happened.
Allegedly? Yeah, allegedly.
Old baby pinky dick.
Allegedly on the show that allegedly never
Never
happened.
happened.
Never happened.
So you sad you're going to be leaving the program?
I'm really sad. I had a great time.
Well, you come back and say hi anytime you want.
Anytime.
And you
It'd
won't
be
have to
great.
get coffee. You can just come in and say hi, hang out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We say that, but does it ever happen? Do people ever come back and say hello?
No.
They don't.
So this is pretty much goodbye.
Well,
yeah. Farewells are never, or see ya kind of things.
Do you have anything you might want to say to the audience? Hulk music?
Well, yeah, Hulk music would be very appropriate, of course.
Although we're not
Noah.
booting Noah. He's leaving because he has
Well,
to.
this is his goodbye officially. He might come back as a guest, Yeah. But this is it. Noah?
Thanks, guys, for the opportunity to be here. I had a really great time. I've learned a lot about radio and what you guys do, and I'll never really forget it.
You learned a lot about porn stars, too.
Porn stars,
Yeah.
the ins and outs of porn stars.
Apples and the advantage to a crispier one.
Oh, true. You don't get mealy apples.
He was
Don't
the
get
mealy
coffee unless
he was
it's
the
at
one that
Starbucks.
brought in the mealy apple.
Everyone has been guilty of that, except for young Danny. I don't know where he goes, and he won't tell anyone.
Oh, really? He's trying to keep that as his
Yeah, he's
plus.
a crispy apple boy,
Of
and
course.
he's good at it. Probably brings it from home, little douche.
Should I give him your mom's box?
Oh, very good. Your last words should be your mom's box. So as you walk out that door, Noah, let us have it.
Oh, he has taken the headphones off.
A fine intern and a good guy.
All right.
Your mom's box.
Your mom's box.
There
as
it
he walks
is.
away. There he goes.
Just walk away.
Just walk away.
There he goes. Oh, God, you nailed him with that one, too. Jimmy totally got him.
He was hoping and wanting, like there was one more thing we needed from him, and you just nailed him.
Very good, Jimmy. We got new interns?
Yeah.
Is that, the thing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to see Frank's going to be going.
All right. Well,
Do we
no.
do we have an intern that showed up after the show is over?
Yeah, he
I'm
showed up
hearing
when the
these
show was
stories.
over.
Yeah.
We
We got two good ones. We got one that was, they thought at XM in D.C. was a convict or something that had been in jail, which is totally not true. And this guy showed up at 10:15 yesterday.
Oh, that's very helpful. That's maybe he was just early for today.
how do you show up at 10:15?
I know. That's what I'm thinking. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Look at this young go-getter.
Sure is. Shows up at the crack of 10:15.
You were the one that showed up at 10:15 yesterday?
Yeah.
Why?
My alarm didn't go off.
Ah, the alarm.
no.
Our own Eric used that one. Actually, his alarm went off, but it was a fire alarm. We don't even don't understand it to this day. Why?
Let's not
No,
forget
I
the other
set it
intern
for
we
free
had that swore that the lights went out, and that's why he couldn't get up for his alarm.
Right, and then we had another intern that didn't show up. He said
For a
he had
week?
gotten into a car accident and glass went in his eye, and he came in with an eye patch on.
2 weeks later.
And after 2 hours of grilling, we actually got him to take the eye patch off, show us that nothing was wrong, and admit he was lying.
It was the most one of the most uncomfortable moments ever.
He was we grilled him like you would grill a murder suspect. It didn't stop. We pounded this for 2 hours. We just pounded this guy and finally broke him down. Brian was his name, yeah.
Good old Brian.
He came and he said that a motorcycle, he was driving a car, and a motorcycle had blown a light and hit the door of his car and broke the passenger window and got glass shards in his eye, the driver's side window. Glass shards in his eye. And then we were questioning what hospital he went to. He said he went to the hospital, then he didn't go to the hospital, and his story crumbled live on the air. And it was great because he finally just was like, I had nothing.
Yeah. No, I was going to mention her, but first, Jesse. Jesse was the one who claimed that he didn't come in because his alarm clock didn't go off.
Yeah, Jesse was full of crap. Anyway.
Jesse was always lying.
And then it was like, but there was no, because he said there was a power outage.
Yeah.
And then we called all our friends, like cops and stuff.
Yeah.
And there was
power
no
wasn't
power
out.
outages in the entire tri-state area.
Yeah.
We just wear people down until you admit the truth.
We must just pound it.
And then there was the intern, Luca, who came in all bruised. That's why we named her Luca.
Right.
I don't even know what her real name was.
She lived on the second floor.
She lived on the second floor, yes, Jimmy. And I don't know, she just kind of went away. It was the weirdest thing. She came in all bruised.
She disappeared one day.
And then she kind of disappeared, and we've been looking for her ever since.
We got calls from her friends or something that said we haven't been able to find her.
She lived up in Harlem. She never came back. That was a weird one.
The old beat up.
Yeah.
Well, what's this new young buck's name?
Yeah, what's your name?
Travis.
Travis.
Yeah. Travis?
Yeah.
Very good. And your alarm didn't go off.
Well, I guess I technically didn't set it because I realized that I set it for 3 p.m.
Which would have been even late for our afternoon show.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And you showed up. Why did you decide to come in?
I just woke up at 8 o'clock and I just hopped on the train and came in. I didn't even think about it.
Where do you live? Burbank, California?
No, Long Island.
Oh, Long Island. Very good.
Interns are dumb.
You probably could have called.
Except for Nathaniel.
Did you call when you woke up?
And
say,
Derek.
All
right, and Danny.
Emailed Steve. And
I don't like the fact that all the interns have the exact same haircut. That really bothers me. Every one of them have that little short, coiffed mess on the top of their heads, including this young sociopath. You do look like a little psychopath, I'm not making fun of you, of course.
I'm Anthony. We will reschedule the Joe Rogan interview. PR person thinks he overslept.
Okay.
Thank you, Ben, for that.
Maybe he set his alarm for 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
He's on the West Coast. No, Joe definitely wants to be on our show. He's a friend. So, all right. Well, thank you, whatever your name is. It'll take you a month to remember. Travis.
That's it.
All right.
Travis.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Totally nailed. Totally nailed.
Turned around so fast his stupid glasses fell off.
Charlie from Cleveland.
Up late last night burying a prostitute, were you? You little creep.
Hold on, Charlie.
Those awful glasses and that 1,000-yard Marine stare. Travis talks to his shovel.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Why were you late, Travis? I am in a world of shit.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Travis has those glasses. Can you picture Travis just covering his ears while Lady Di's stomach is beaten, socks full of soap?
All right. We might as well try it. Charlie from Cleveland, what's up?
Hey, I want to play What Did I Learn?
All right. Let's go.
I learned that I'm just a social drinker because I have less than 20 a day.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, we did learn that, right? Sort of? Kind of?
Yep.
Anyone?
We certainly did.
Pinchy from Cleveland.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, old boo-boo.
How you doing, Marmalade Nipples?
Hey, I learned that Jack Torrance was a better parent than Lady Di.
Very good. Nice. Mitch, what did you learn on the Opie and Anthony show today?
I learned that it's okay to be a pedophile in the 60s.
Oh,
yes.
A little Lost in Space reference.
Yes.
Jason from New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Today I learned Lady Di drinks alcoholically. Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome, fella. Thank you.
Right. Rob on Long Island.
1 second. Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, I learned two things. I learned that Lady Di has a hairstyle like Fat Shelley Duvall, and I learned that Young William and Dr. Smith did plenty of docking in Lost in Space.
Oh, very good.
No? He's kind of breathing heavy, and then he had to tag it.
Yeah.
Plenty of docking in Lost in Space.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know.
Yeah.
What I was talking about.
You put too much pressure on our listeners, Anthony.
Well,
they all know you. They all know you got the finger on that car crash.
You gotta come out, bam, bam, bam.
Todd from stroke victim.
Todd from his big rig, I guess. Todd.
Good morning, Raisin Bag.
Good morning, Todd. Thanks for calling from the big rig.
Hey, thanks for having me on the program.
Hey, no problem.
First, I want to say happy birthday to Grandpa Hoo Hoo. And let everybody know that little Jimmy's going to be at Zany's this weekend, the 14th and the 15th, in Vernon Hills, Illinois. And if you want to learn more, you can go to www.eatabullet.com, or if you're a bear with a sweet face, you can email him at Jimmy.
Yellowtreats@AOL.com.
Very good. Good job,
Bear
Jimmy.
with a sweet face.
Thank you, my cozy friend.
All right. Enough of the ass
Sweet
kissing.
face.
Let's go to Tulsa. Mike.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hi, Mike.
Hey, man.
Thing I learned today is don't put Steve beside Lady Di too close, or the place will go up like a Roman candle. punch him out.
He knew he sucked.
Oh, he knew.
I love it. Joe from the Bronx.
Hey, what's up, O&A? How you doing?
Good.
Hey, man.
Hello, Jim, Apple Dumpling.
Oh, hello, Pumpkin. Thank you.
Today I learned two things. I learned that Al Franken and politics makes for some really boring radio, but I don't care.
Al
And
Franken.
Lady Di needs to look in the mirror to get the definition of what alcohol is.
What alcohol is?
I blew it.
And you know what? I learned that Benjamin Franken discovered electricity.
Hey, Derek from Texas.
Hey, guys, how y'all doing?
Good. What did you learn on the program today?
I learned that Staten Island's a state.
That's it. I'm out of here.
I know you say that we're some sick motherfuckers. Cause we're as cold as the ice road truckers. And when we come to your town, the shit goes down. We're sick, sick fucking puppies. We're 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 sick fucking puppies. Barking up your tree.
I was walking down the street, and some construction guy was shouting at me, "Hey, show me your cans!" So I did. And he plummeted 17 floors and was impaled on a forklift. But my tits looked great.
Please, wow responsibly. A public service announcement of the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the O&A virus.